Alright.
See, we don't even have to pronounce it, and I think that's going to give us a lot of...
Alright, so...
Vargolia?
Well, before we even talk
Yeah.
about what it's called, what is it?
Vargoyles.
A
Are we recording now?
I started it.
Okay.
It-
How exciting.
Well, okay. When you first posted it, I thought it was...
We'll start with the image itself, like the
Yeah,
composition.
we're going to talk about the image first and see how long that goes for.
Okay. Not
so
very
we
long,
should
I
read
imagine.
it from like the top left to
Well,
bottom right.
I was just gonna, as my opener, when I first saw the image, I thought like the wings
Yeah.
on like the front guy were its ears, and like the green like
Yeah.
chair thing at the bottom was its body,
Yeah.
and I thought it was a goblin.
That's interesting.
But
Yeah.
but
But then
Oh,
you
you also
saw the
made that
guy
mistake?
flying
Yeah, it
on
was-
top of him, and you like made the reasonable assumption that both of these creatures were of the same sort of species.
honestly,
I guess.
no, I
Yeah.
didn't. I was like, why is there like a bat in the background? And then it
Oh,
eventually hit me
okay.
when I opened it and like full screened it that no, he doesn't have a body. He's
Oh.
that thing too.
Yeah, so maybe we should all be full screening it, like just
Yeah.
to have it. We all have it like zoomed
I quite
in.
like it at its native resolution, personally. I
That
rather
is like
not full
the-
screen this image.
like an because it's like not as blurry as
Yeah.
like if you were to full screen it and zoom in, it would start to get very blurry. But as it's intended, there it's. I mean, it's a
You can
primitive
appreciate
image.
it for what it's for, you know?
You can tell that it was made a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you
but
definitely can.
It was clearly made with care, and a lot of effort and love went
I
into this.
guess we could start by commenting on what we find the most interesting about the image, and I personally quite like the hair
Is that
Mhm.
of the Var
They've
the
got a
Vargo-
nice
how's it
little
pronounced?
hairstyle, don't they?
the Vargile Vargu.
Vargui.
Vargui? It's called a Vargui?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know
I'm
either.
guessing.
I mean, I
Why would
well,
I
how's
know?
it spelled?
I have seen these creatures before
It's
in
like-
Neverwinter Nights, so I wasn't completely, blindsided by its existence. It didn't
Never heard of
No.
it.
surprise
It
me
is-
as much
it
as I
is
imagine it did
from-
for you guys.
It has its roots in. Well, I'm not sure of its roots actually, but how I discovered it was from Dungeons and Dragons as well.
Right.
What
Yeah.
edition?
Well,
Maybe
it's
we should research its historical.
it is a Dungeon
mythology.
Dragons monster, is it not?
It's original, is it?
I
Really?
assume it is.
Yeah.
Vargui.
Vargu. Okay, I'm now on the wiki.
This is my first time ever hearing about
Well,
it.
yeah, everything that's coming up is from the Forgotten Realms and stuff like
So
that.
it's existed in every edition but 4th edition.
Wait,
so
it's
that's
in
a little
5th
bit
edition?
trivia there for you.
Fascinating. Yeah,
It is
Never
in 5th
seen it.
edition, yeah. I mean, it doesn't quite look like that. It looks
Yeah.
it looks a bit different, you know. It doesn't quite look like it
I
does. there.
imagine.
well,
Well, let's find out what Vargo
yeah.
is, because
Should we discuss
It's
its
about
like
time,
biology or like?
Well, we're kind of
this is a fine fucking hair too.
away from us here. We got to discuss the image itself first.
okay.
Okay. I
So we were
was
talking
just
about
already
the hair,
bored to
that's
talk
why we
about
like
It looks like cotton.
What is the most? Well, I liked what Dylan shared. The thing he first thought when
Yeah.
he saw the image. So Vic, what did you first think when you saw this image?
What am I meant to say to that?
What did you think? Like,
Well, what was the first
Yeah.
thought that came to mind? I can tell you mine first if you want.
I didn't think anything. I'm sleep.
you just thought that's an image?
Okay. You
Yeah,
just
I-
acknowledge that this image exists in your
I
field of view
guess
now.
I figured it's got colors and there's
It's got some
And then
striking
like-
colors too. I like it.
The
yeah.
lighting on it is immaculate. But I'm also kind
Yeah.
of confused as to where I'm guessing it's coming from, like the like left
Right.
from your
See, I
point of
played
view.
the game this is from, so I can tell you. But I want to hear
Wait,
your
so there's
thoughts on
more
it
to
first.
this image? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, there's a lot to this image, and I can tell you that when I first saw it on the wiki, my first thought was, this image must be shared. I want my friends to see
So
this.
that's how it actually.
It was like
Yeah.
it was just like the perfect shade of like strange, but also
Uh-huh.
kind of innately humorous.
Yeah, because he's
from,
like
like,
he's
how
It
the
is
creature is
quite
like
funny to
waving,
look at.
waggling its tongue
Yeah.
at you, and like the
Yeah.
primitive nature of the computer graphics and just the little haircuts they have. I thought it was great.
yeah, it is great.
It is really funny.
Does it have feet?
No. It is a
It
flying
looks like it
hand.
has a body, but
What
I
is
don't know
that?
what that part
Yeah,
of
what
it
is that?
is. It's just like tendrils coming out of
Yeah,
it.
the thing coming out of its
That must be
like
its neck
chin.
veins.
Is that its beard? Its neck beard.
It has a beard? Do you think it has a beard?
No, I
Yeah, I
don't.
mean,
But I'm
in
trying
all
to figure out
the
It's
what
not
that
got a
is.
beard. It's got a big chin.
on the top one or the
The-
bottom? Well, let's start with the top one.
Okay,
If you
'Cause there's
look
less
at the
to
top
talk
one as well,
about.
it really does look like it has a little body.
does it? It just
Really?
kind of looks like a puffball.
Yeah, it looks like it's got two legs, a low torso.
I-
See, I always interpreted that as it's like neck veins or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what they are. Yeah, but it kind of looks like
But
a little
it's
body.
like meant to like parody a little humanoid figure.
Yeah,
That's an interesting interpretation. I like that.
Yeah.
That sort of adds to like how macabre it is, like just this little creature flying around.
I definitely would not want to be around one of these things.
Right.
right. If one of those things came up to you in real
Yeah.
life, that's an interesting.
Because
We could definitely milk that vein of thinking for about an
Yeah.
hour or so. Come on, guys.
if one of these was real, what would you do?
That's... Well, I don't think I would be. I don't think I'd be examining it
I'd-
and thinking about it.
I'd
as
be
much.
running, probably. I'd be wanting to get away from it,
Right.
especially
Yeah.
if it was coming towards me.
It looks aggressive,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
the
You know,
teeth-
like,
It's
definitely
very
The
angry.
fact that it's like
yeah.
sticking its tongue out at you. The top
Yeah.
one looks very prideful. Because of the way it's like looking down
It
on
looks
you.
praiseful, did you just say?
Prideful. That's interesting. Like they are very expressive,
Yeah.
aren't they? They're like
They're surprisingly
They're-
expressive.
they're like angry, but at the same time, there's like something else in those eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
You think its tongue has like some sort of like paralytic properties as
Mm,
Dungeons and Dragons creatures want to do?
Mm.
I don't know.
You know, it might. I'm not sure.
It doesn't. It looks.
It probably spreads some kind of disease, right?
Yeah, some sort of status ailment, I'm thinking.
Looks
you know?
like it the like motor grease or something. Like when you touch the bottom of a car, I'd like if it
Yeah.
licked you, that would be like on
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Man.
Well, I think we really should research these things
Well,
to better
wanna-
inform our discussion.
or
on
were they
the
always like
image,
this?
You know?
No, I don't think they
Well,
So
were.
they
first
were
I think
like.
they became like.
So they like were something else, and then like something else turned them into this.
I think what happens is if you get bit by a vargoyle or a
turn into
vargoyle, yeah, your head like pops off your
okay.
shoulders. and you
Really?
turn
That's
into-
Interesting.
horrific. I would not want to
Yeah.
become one of these
Oh,
creatures.
so would that be like neck guts on like the first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
It has to be neck.
that makes sense. We're getting somewhere, I think.
Mhm.
I mean, we could be completely wrong until we actually research it.
Wait.
You know, it's like
So would that mean that its wings are like your ears? Like your ears form into its wings?
That's a good point. Yeah, it looks like they are
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Like I don't see any ears on that creature. But then why do they all have the same haircut?
I feel like that's something that someone is like a wig that someone's
It
put on
does look
them
like a
for,
wig.
sake of parody or something.
Well,
So maybe they're trying to mock someone.
if
Don't
its
know.
one has to bite you to turn
Maybe.
into one, then how did the first one happen?
Maybe it just kind of happened, like a guy died and
Very,
his
like,
His
head
head popped
created.
off. Just like
Or yeah, it could have been some wizard somewhere or some evil god.
Dude, I think you're right. So I'm on the wiki. It says Vargoyles. Oh wait, it says this is how they pronounce Varguil. That's
it
how
is a
sounds.
Varguil.
Varguil. Okay.
Were swarming denizens of the lower planes, flying heads that took to unlit skies, searching for living victims to consume or infect. So infect as in turn them into more Vargoyles, Varguils,
Okay.
maybe.
Varguil.
Hmm.
Wow.
Do they?
And it's actually a quote from Elminster here. So
Oh,
I'll
boy.
put on an Elminster voice. Until you've seen a king's head tear off his shoulders and flap aloft amid fountaining blood, only to turn and lap up his own dying gore as his body totters and falls, you haven't lived. And if you want to go on living, you might want to stop watching in favor of fleeing.
Interesting.
That's what Elminster
He's a bit of a
says
psycho, huh?
about Vargios.
Yeah, Minster is kind of like a weirdo, which it would make sense why he would say something like that
Yeah.
about these things.
I mean, he seems like someone who would know about
Well, yeah, he like basically
Varguil.
knows
I
everything,
don't
doesn't
like
he?
Vargil. I prefer Vargil.
I mean, Vargoyle sounds like more because they are kind of gargoyle-like, but
Well,
Yeah.
how are they fly? That's about where the comparison
well,
ends.
Oh
they're
my
like
god.
they got ugly faces, and that's it.
Combat. Vargil shrieks before attacking, sinking their teeth into their prey, and occasionally kissing them to infect them with their disease.
Yay.
What?
like a
Those things would kiss
so it
you.
could just so it doesn't even need to bite you. It can just kiss you.
Yeah.
Like, does it have to be like on the
Probably sticks
lips
his tongue down
or
your throat.
yeah, can it just be like a cheek kiss or like what? Like, does it have to be?
Did you guess about them turning others into Vargils, or was that? Did you already know that?
Oh, that was from the game. That's from Planescape.
Okay.
That's where I learned it.
I was gonna say because it's back
Because
on the
you
money.
need I'll tell you, this picture is in the crypts where you first
Yeah.
encounter them as enemies,
It's in the crypts.
and
Wait, so
you can talk to a corpse that is like begging you to go get the cure before he turns into a
oh,
Varguil.
so you have
Oh,
time.
wow.
He's like holding his head onto his shoulders.
Is it? Does it look like it's gonna pop off, or is he like just scared because he knows that it will?
Well, it's gonna pop off if he doesn't like hold it there.
Oh,
But due to the primitive nature of the graphics, it doesn't really look like
Okay.
anything but, a
well,
little
would that
corpse
mean
sprite.
how long would he have then? Like, if he lost the energy to hold his head down, would he like he loses?
Yeah, it would just pop right off, and he would turn into a
So he
Varguil.
just has to wait until. So he only has until he can't hold it anymore. Like
It sounded
the
that way.
transformation.
I'm not sure how
isn't
long
like.
that is, but it can't be that
I
long.
mean, yeah. Once you start like getting sleepy, the moment you like pass out, it's over.
Yeah,
These
that would
things
be
are
kind of
really
terrifying.
freaky.
Yeah.
I think they're up there with like Illithids and Beholders for top D&D creature.
Honestly, I'm surprised nobody uses them often.
I think
I
they
think
could
the
become more
name-
popular after we get done discussing
hope
them.
so.
Well, the
I think.
name doesn't help them, I don't think. Well, maybe it does
Yeah.
because it's kind of weird sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I can't forget Vargil now.
definitely.
But like when you're just looking for like a monster, your eyes sort of skim right over Varguil because it doesn't look
Doesn't
like
jump out at you.
familiar. Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess that's also part of its appeal, how like esoteric and
I think
it's just completely unlike anything
Yeah.
else.
The transformation was as bizarre as it was horrid, said to be the result of a curse allowing a fiendish spirit to invade and mutate the victim.
Oh, so it's like. It's not like. Wait, so. Is it a disease or like a curse where you get possessed by something?
Process could take as little as a few hours or as long as a day to complete and began somewhat innocuously as the victim lost all hair. Afterwards, the victim's head began to resemble a Vargil, more with each passing hour.
So this is their canonical haircut. All Varguils have
They
this
all
hair.
get like white
Well, in
hair.
5th edition, I noticed that they're quite varied. So,
Oh, okay.
teeth sharpening into fangs, tentacles sprouting from the scalp and chin, horns appearing on top of the head, and it's becoming pointed and slowly developing into large wings. From then on, possibly before, the victim's intellect and personality would degrade until finally the bestial mind of the former individual ripped itself away from its body and began to drink from the resulting carnage. So your head pops off, sprouts wings, and starts attacking people.
Yeah. That sounds like really good, like a really good encounter, honestly. Like if
It's really
Yeah.
freaky,
Yeah.
isn't it? I quite like these Vargils now. I'd like to, implement them into.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're neat.
You could use
D&D
these in a
related
lot
projects.
of scenarios.
Definitely.
Yeah.
These are super cool. Is there anything like this? Because there's like, I don't know, like werewolves or vampires, but they like,
I can actually
Art.
think of what might have inspired this. It's like I don't know what it is. It's some sort of might be African folklore
Really?
of like a head that flies about with its entrails hanging out. That's very much like the Vargo
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
real life thing. I can't remember
What
what it's
is that
called though.
called? Where can we find that?
Yeah, it's like African floating head.
so where they have shrunken
Um,
heads, or is that racist?
Oh, this isn't. what I was expecting.
That's for voodoo. Would this be voodoo?
I can't remember what it's from. Is it Haitian floating head?
I found something. A
Yeah?
crassu.
A what?
I've not heard of that before.
It's like this.
Oh,
this-
Krassu, yeah, that's what it is.
That's
yeah,
what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Thinking about heads
I think-
popping off reminds me of that Junji Ito story about balloon heads.
I've
Maybe
never read
that's like
it.
another inspiration.
I don't think so, but
Or
Yeah.
like he was
Yeah.
inspired by.
maybe he was. I could believe it.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that these things have like way more, you know,
We have to talk about it for 3 hours, or could it be like 30
no,
minutes?
3 hours.
Now we're gonna have to cut this part out.
No,
We don't have to cut it out. It's
anything
part of the
out.
conversation.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna get
But
this
we've
far
drifted
anyway, so
far.
I'm bulking out the
It's already gotten
conversation.
meta.
well, that's fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like Rick and
it's
Morty,
fair
and everyone loves
enough.
Rick and Morty.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I don't want Rick and Morty in my
Now that
Vargoyle
you
video.
said it's Rick
so.
and Morty, I like it. Now.
But I gotta ask, why are three
Huh.
of the corners rounded but one isn't? Do you like
What do you mean?
look at the corners?
Yeah, I noticed that with that image you sent. Why is that?
Oh no, yeah, that's how the Planescape Torment wiki is formatted.
Oh, they're just all like
Interesting.
that.
Yeah. All the images are just they're just like that.
Interesting.
I guess it's like a stylistic decision.
I mean, does it look correct with the wiki?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's got like a frame.
Oh,
around it.
okay.
I'm on
I
the
can show
D&D
you the
wiki, and
page
it
if you
shows
want.
that exact image. It says Vargil's fountain sigil.
Yeah, they're in the they're in the under. I forget the names of everything, but
Are they still human skin colored, or are they like green now? I can't quite tell because of the image.
well, see, it's weird. That image, they look pretty different from what their sprite looks like.
Mhm.
The sprite, they kind of have this like pale skeletal thing going on.
Oh, they're like.
Vargil sprite.
Wait, so do they look like a skull as their sprite?
Almost. If you sort of squint, you can see that it's like got a tongue and hair and stuff.
Someone drew their character in the process of being Vargil's, like their heads popping off their heads.
Well, maybe we should have that as another image next.
Yeah.
Like in the
It'll
video.
be like
have
I've
that,
sent
on, like,
and
this image.
in a
You can
corner.
refer to this image as well.
that's pretty good.
That's
There you
funny.
go. There it is. Look.
I like that.
Well, let's credit the artist on this.
It's got
too.
a
Yeah, artist. If you see this on Pinterest, it's stolen from Tumblr. Okay, but what's your name, artist?
no,
It
Come
doesn't
on,
say
we
the
gotta
artist's
know
name.
what
Where's your
this is from.
signature?
We don't want to credit you as anonymous.
Yeah.
artist.
we need to give you a shout out.
This is some really good art. Whoever you are.
Just link their page, I
Your link
guess.
tree.
Vargil Planescape. Neverwinter Vault. Oh my god, someone's made them for them to
Nice. You can put them in
Wow.
Z's. That'd be
Oh
awesome.
my god.
Well. That would be really cool if you put these in your zombie survival server on Neverwinter Nights
Yeah.
Enhanced Edition, which is called
Oh yeah,
Final
everyone
Hour.
should play that, shouldn't they? Yeah.
So if you have
It's
that
really
game,
good.
you should check that server out because these
Yeah.
Vargoyles are going to be in it. Vargoyles.
Oh, there's more. There's quite a lot of
You're a fan
depictions
of
of people's
Vargil.
characters getting
Oh.
Vargil. This seems to be quite a popular thing to draw.
I mean, I would draw
Really?
one. If,
This is unfair.
Maybe you can draw like some of our characters getting turned into Vargoyles and put it on
Oh,
this.
yeah. Should we ask Peachy to draw? Our
yeah,
characters
ask
getting
her right
Vargil?
now if she's like,
Oh
is she
no,
on?
she's dying. She's turning into a Vargoyle.
I really don't know how to pronounce it.
Something
Every time
in
I
that
do, it
cave
feels like
kissed me.
suffering.
That's so scary.
That's awesome. I like
I want to
that.
find more depictions of their characters getting transformed.
She's not online right now, is she? Because I would try messaging her right now. Yeah, she isn't.
Vargoyle.
Some Vargil fan art for the video.
I like.
This one is very. This is quite an artistic. What's the word? Departure from the original
Let's
idea
see.
here.
I'm excited to see how the concept of the Vargoyle is.
Excuse me. What?
So
They
it's like
requested a gargoyle
she's well,
transformation.
it's
I've never
infecting that
heard
one
of
as
a
well,
gargoyle.
isn't
I
it?
guess it'd
Because
have
that's
to.
how it infects you.
Like, I guess it doesn't. She. I don't know. Does she not know that they're turning yet, or what?
Maybe she like
They find
No, I
that
don't know.
attractive to
They know that they're gonna. Maybe they like were together and they were like trying to turn into Vargils, and then they one finally did,
that's an interesting
and now they're gonna
story, yeah.
kiss because then they both can. Like they wanted to.
They like both want to be Vargoyles.
Oh. Why would you want to be these things? They look fucking disgusting.
I mean, people have like bug egg laying rape fetishes, so I don't know why people wouldn't have Vargoyle
This,
fetishes.
this video is going on a strange tangent. I think we need
What are you
to.
talking about? We're
Really
we're
bad.
talking
Maybe we
about
should reel it
Vargies.
back in with another comment on the original image.
Alright.
I think we've really taken most we can.
No, we
out.
haven't. We've barely scratched the surface.
Okay, why is their hair like? Why have they got that hair? Why is that
Yeah,
hair?
I want to know why they have the weird white hair. The weird fluffy cotton white hair. I just want to run my fingers through it.
I mean, Jigo, you've played
There's
Planescape. Is it
seriously
explained?
nothing about like their
Really?
hair, and not that I found. Admittedly, it's a very text heavy, lore intensive game.
Uh-huh.
So there might be something explaining the origins of the Vargoyles in the crypt.
What about the game's
Okay.
wiki? What game is this?
Or maybe we could
Well,
do
the game's wiki
Planescape.
is the
Playful.
article on Vargoyles is a stub, unfortunately. So maybe this video will spread awareness
Yeah.
and help them to expand that
If there's
page.
things that they could write about them, you do it.
Shall I install Planescape right now and get to the
Yes.
Vargoyles and try and
I cannot
Find out
recommend
what's
that game
going on.
enough.
How long does it take
I'll
to get
stream
to
it.
them?
If you know where to go, not that long.
Well, you can guide me to them, yeah.
I do not want to spoil the whole like first quarter of Planescape Torment for this
Please,
video.
please, you gotta get me
Is
to
it
this
really
Vargoyle.
torment?
A lot.
But like you
It's
say,
pretty,
it's
pretty
good.
tormented,
but-
dude.
To call it
Here you
torment
go.
would be like to assume that it's not
I
good.
skipped.
It would be torment.
We've got to find out more about these creatures. We've got 3 hours to discuss them. I want to get to the bottom of this.
All right,
Well, I wanted you.
I'll guide you where you need. You already have.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't know
sick.
why. Enhanced or original.
What is this? I think I went with. What does this do? I think I went with enhanced because like this game is
Yeah.
ancient.
You also. I need
Oh.
to know because
My character looks.
you
Great.
said that the
Yeah.
lighting. You know where the lighting is coming from, and I'd like to know.
Why does my character look like this?
Oh, did I? Where the lighting is
Yeah.
coming from? I meant that I knew where that was,
Oh,
and
where
that's
the
in the
area
crypt.
is. It's
It
just
sort
the
of just has
crypts.
this residual, lighting about
Yeah.
it. I presume just magic.
Or
I
like a
assume with like
torchlight.
max con and strength, we can get to the Vargoyles as quick as possible.
I guess
Ooh, you could
I
even
guess
witness
in a way,
like turning
you're
into
right.
one, maybe.
Oh
You-
wow, how exciting!
1800, baby. That's sick.
Should I have like you playing the game being recorded?
Yeah, just record me playing the
Alright.
game.
Oh, it's Mort.
Hey, it's more.
All right.
We were dead for sure. I don't care, dude. I'm here to find the
Oh, you're skipping Mort's dialogue.
Yeah, don't
Wow,
care.
how to play.
I'm here to find Vargoyles.
Skipping dialogue in this game hurts my soul.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not important.
Alright, let's find these fucking Vargoyles. Sorry, the fuck.
You gotta switch on auto run. That's one thing that you
Auto
have
run.
to do
How
right
do I
on.
do that?
Your,
You go to
what's-
options and
What's the
bottom
name of
right.
the skull, friend? Yeah,
Mort.
Mort's kind of like a
Gameplay?
Vargil
Always
That's
run.
because he's a
Interesting.
floating head.
I've
He
never.
really is.
He is a floating. Well, he's a skull.
But
he's
you
not
did
really a
say
skull.
that
These
they were
guys.
skull-like.
Well, their sprite is skull. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe, maybe that's
continue,
like
continue, come
maybe
on,
Mort.
go. Get fucked.
Do you think by chance Moore's backstory is he was a Vargil?
Yeah. Well, I know all of Mort's backstory.
And that's not
So
it?
that's really funny what you just.
Is it it?
Yes.
Kill,
Mort
kill,
was
kill
actually
zombie,
a
kill zombie, kill
Vargoyle. I'm not. That's so stupid.
It was, I don't even know how I killed the first one. He like I just see it automatically.
So Okay.
I have nothing but infinite
So-
respect for these
Take
Soul
that
games, but
fucking
right now we want to
scalpel,
find this
you
Vargil.
Would
So
Vargils
We need a
be
key.
considered undead or fiends, or what would they be? An
I'm not
abomination?
sure because they are from. Oh my god! You'd
gotta
better
get this key.
you gotta
I'm
get that
lost.
key. It's really easy.
I skipped through everything. I don't know how to get the key. I found
One of the
bandages.
zombies has it.
Oh well, I was trying to kill
They're
him,
just
but I couldn't
zombies.
work out how.
Well, you see the axe there?
Yeah.
Click that. You don't have
Okay.
any weapons, so just click fist and attack them.
That's interesting
Ah.
that you think you have an axe, but you actually use your fists.
You know, well, you could have a scalpel if you picked that scalpel up off the desk.
I don't need that.
I wouldn't.
I just want to find the
wouldn't do that.
Vargils. Vargil. I hate the fucking name. so much.
Zargoya.
I can't pronounce it.
You'd better loot one of these zombies.
He doesn't know how. I think that's a
Keep it on
lie.
Right there on the floor. It's on the
Huh?
floor. You keep mousing over it.
I'm new. I've never played this game before.
Oh, there it is. It was on the first one you killed.
That's messed
I
up.
got it.
Amazing.
So is this game? Does this game, when you're in combat, is it turn-based or does it just go?
No, it's like Neverwinter
Oh,
Nights
okay.
in a way.
That zombie is pretty neat.
And the combat is honestly not very
Oh.
good. I wouldn't say.
I mean,
It's like all right, it's
a lot of these
serviceable,
old
but the
games
story
don't have very good
more than
combat.
makes up. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sure the story is amazing, but I gotta find these Vargils.
you definitely do need
Yeah.
to find these Vargoyles. Vargil. Can we just call them Vargoyles because that's easier and more interesting of a name?
Yeah, honestly, let's just call them
Vargil.
Vargils. That's easy for me to remember. I really don't want to say Vargil.
But
Alright. I gotta get
It's-
out of this facility.
I'm gonna be realistic with you. I don't think you're gonna make it to the.
do you think he's
Vargoyles.
gonna die before he
I'm-
gets to them?
Look how close I am already to the Vargils. I'm
You
being
are
recent.
nowhere near the Vargoyles.
How is he not near them?
I know where I'm going, bro. Don't.
You're gonna get so. This is such a. You can't like brute force your way through this game.
I mean, he sure is gonna try. How much do you want to bet that
He's gonna. It's
gonna?
entertaining to watch him try.
How much do you think want to bet percent chance that he's gonna make it to the Vargoyles? First try.
I
You want to bet money on it?
0%.
I would bet money
I
on
don't
it.
think
Zero
you're
0%.
gonna do it.
Oh, this one's fighting back.
Okay, I'll bet you like 50.
Ooh,
I'll bet you 100
$100. Okay,
That's
That he will
very
not
confident.
make it to the
Shame you're
Jeez.
about to be $100
Okay.
down.
I'll
You're not gonna make
I'll bet
it to the
$100
Vargoyles
that he's able to
by,
find
like,
them before
skipping
dying
through.
once. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've got the gist of it. I'm
No,
the dead
that's like
man.
not fair. They're like, there's no way
I
he's
mean,
gonna make it.
These people have
he's
zombies.
already
It's
finding
Like
his
I'm
way
not
through.
lying. He can't. There's
Deathman,
no way.
not Deathman.
How much health does he
Same
start
thing,
I
with?
right?
got zero faith.
Rotting corpse. Yeah, don't care. Let's go.
There's no way you're gonna make it.
I just got to the second level, bro.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know what
already
to
at
tell
level
you.
2.
You're not even gonna make it out of this tower.
I will if I find a weapon.
And that you give up the scalp. And you
Charcoal
won't if you find a
Charm,
weapon.
that's gonna help.
Yeah, that'll give you fire resistance.
He is
Good.
somewhere.
You're somewhere.
Somewhere. Summon a skeleton. I don't
Well,
care
we know
about the
that
skeleton,
they're in the
honestly.
crypts,
Not in
so
the
all we have
Vargil.
to do is look for the word crypt as we play.
You there, hold.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Just
think
look
I'm
for
going to
the
be
word
holding
crypt.
for long, buddy. No. Leave quickly. Snap his neck.
Oh,
That's
'cause
fine.
If,
Let's do this.
You
If
just
you
snap his
snap
neck
his neck,
anyway.
there's like potential that he turns into a Vargoyle because of his head being.
There's no. There's no.
I'm really struggling with the combat.
Just click
There's
on
a lot
him.
of guys you have to
It's
fight.
hard.
You don't, when they're red, you don't have to select a weapon. You just click on them.
You can click on him. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, dude, critical hit.
Remember to get Mort. Mort's a good
How
fighter.
do you get him?
I don't need more. I just want to get to the
What
Vargil.
makes Mort
At
good?
least select all so that you're both attacking.
What's going on?
Because
Never
Mort
gonna
is a
find-
skeleton head. How is he good at fighting?
He bites them.
Oh, I just
But
got
he
a
doesn't
weapon.
have
It's
any
over.
muscles.
but he bites them.
Oh, I see. Oh, you have a club now. That's probably good. Ooh, a knife?
Got a knife as well. Do you think the knife is
Probably.
better?
You can right click to identify stuff.
1 to 3, okay.
worse.
That's shit. That's
Club's
shit.
better.
How's club better? What's club say? How much damage is club?
Club's
Club
1 to
is
6.
Dang, club is better.
Alright, how do I equip my new
Press I.
Oh, like
findings?
smite.
Okay.
As if you were buying items.
Yeah, it's a bit like Smite.
Dude, you have like 4 weapon choices?
I'm literally disguised as a dustman now. I'm getting out here and I'm finding
I
those
bet it's through
rifles.
the red area that you go.
You got Wobber this one, even though you're disguised as a...
I've even got this skull helping me out.
I think them
Mark's a
giving you the
fucking
skull is
badass.
kind of OP. At the start.
Yeah. He's
It's
your
a little
buddy.
bit like having a Vargo helping you, isn't it?
Oh, you found a drop of blood.
Vargo. He's nothing like a
I-
Vargo.
we
no.
need to be careful because I feel like we're starting to leave the initial reasoning for this video.
We're
Yeah,
starting
we've
to
gotta
talk
keep
more about the
focused,
game
yeah.
Vargoyles are in than Vargoyles
Yeah, we gotta remember
themselves.
when
aren't
we're
they?
I
talking
think I took my
about
clothes off
Vargoyles.
somehow. How did I manage that?
Clothes aren't very important in this game, I'll tell you that.
So you don't need them?
You don't really wear clothes or armor in this game, no.
What do you think that's like says
And that
about
sounds
like
I'm trolling, but I'm really
what,
not.
what commentary do you think that's giving about the society in Vargoyles with no clothes?
See, well, Vargoyles can't really... They can wear hats, I guess, but they can't wear, like,
And even
clothes.
if they wore hats, they might
have
like
this
fall
club
off
equipped.
because of them flying.
Because they're, like, flapping all
Yeah.
over the place and drinking blood
Yeah.
and stuff, so...
I think I do.
Maybe this is like a rule implemented in this place to like encourage a more Vargoyle-friendly society.
You don't.
But then
I don't think anyone has any respect for Vargos. They're
They're
disgusting, like demons. Aren't they? Is that what they are? Demons? I don't even know what they are. Like
Yeah, we're still a little unclear on that, aren't we?
they're from the lower planes.
I
That's all
thought
I
they were
saw.
zombies.
But they're like demon spirits that possess you, but they are also like your head.
Yeah. What would that make them then? Aberration? Because that's kind of like a mind flare, isn't it? You know,
I would
like a
think
mind
it
flare.
would be like.
Well, an
Potential to move
aberration is like from like outside reality, and like it's something that is markedly not from like the planes.
Right. Isn't the far realm just a plane of its own?
No, the far realm is
Does
like
the far realm exist
it's
like
not, like,
outside of?
it like does not, and
what?
also it's like I don't think it's established as lore at this
Oh,
point.
okay, but does
Like,
the
yeah.
far realm like exist as like? Did it exist before the realms became ordered? I guess I should say.
I
Hey,
mean,
who
I
cares? Unless it pertains to Vargos, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, like how do you think a Vargoyle?
Well, I
would
think a
react
Vargoyle
to
would go.
being in Yeah, that's pretty.
I don't
That's
think
a
they
good
make
part.
sounds
That's
anything
kind
like
of what
that.
they
Really?
sound
They
like.
sound like-
actually, if I remember, they sound like very well. They might sound screechier. I think they have like more of a
Or like. That doesn't.
you know,
I want to
kind of
go
a-
in here. Come
Why do you
on.
want to go in the furnace?
Oh, it's a furnace. I figured
I'm just
because it's
trying to
a
leave
bright
this
red
guy.
room that it's like the way out.
Yeah,
You're on the third floor.
I'm lost.
So you have to get to the
Get
first
down.
floor.
Stop killing these guys.
But he
Why
is
are
he
you
getting
grinding
XP?
doors till level?
So he can get to the Vargoyles fast enough.
You are not.
If I
getting
farm
to
XP,
Vargoyle.
if I'm like level 10 in this place, then I'll find the Vargos easily.
Look at your character sheet and look how far you have till next
Where
level.
is it?
Where do I look?
It's the little virgin, head
virgin
at the bottom
head.
right.
Virgin hit. Oh, what that?
No, bottom right.
virgin.
It's literally the virgin
It
head.
is. What the heck?
But look, you have so much XP.
Experience next
go.
level.
1.5k.
Wait,
That's
so it-
I can grind
You're
that.
not gonna grind 1.5k in the fucking
I
month.
can
I would
fucking
rather you
grind to
just
that
get to the
XP.
Vargoyles.
Get to the.
I mean, I'm
fucking
trying
bottom.
to. I don't know.
You
if I
gotta
do-
find the
Greenar,
first
this
floor.
bet is gonna go like I'm willing to bet like $1,000 that he's not gonna get to the bottom.
Oh wow, we're really up in the
I don't
stakes
have
there.
that kind of money.
I don't either.
I'm willing to bet $2,000. I do.
You are not. All right, Vic. I will bet you like
I'll bet you
I'll
$80,000 he gets to the Vargoyles.
I'll give you my social security number. I'll give you my
Yeah.
fucking like Robin Hood account.
Whoever
I'll give
is
you
incorrect
everything.
has to give their social security number to the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be real bad for me, seeing how I don't have.
What did Brits have? What's the equivalent
Oh yeah,
to
you're a
that?
fucking foreigner. Fuck.
Do you have like
What's your like citizen's number or
what's your-
whatever?
National insurance number, but we're getting really derailed from the topic
Yeah,
of
well,
Vargo's here.
if Vargoyles
yeah.
had a number like do you think they're like they'll ever be able to be competent enough
That's actually
to have a society?
Well, the description said they turn into like weird, mindless beasts.
So
Yeah,
they're
they were described
always
as like
mindless.
bestial, weren't they?
That's
It seems that way. Maybe there's like a more powerful
Yeah.
variant that's more
like
intelligent.
what if you casted like
You
this spell that
get
makes
off the
things
third.
have sentience on a Vargoyle? What would that happen?
Like, what if by some fluke, like a Vargoyle retained all of its personality and
Yeah,
memory
like how would that affect
from like when it was
Vargoyle
alive?
societies? Would they see it as a Vargoyle at all?
Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would
They
turn
just
on
kill it and
but
eat
I don't
it.
know. I'm not sure because in the game, at least, they don't. They work together. They hunt in packs.
So they hunt and do they like? How do they communicate with each other?
Magic? Or maybe they don't. Maybe they just kind of like, or maybe they're like crows or like some other like
do you
less
think
intelligent
Whatever
bird.
fiend
They just kind of flock together.
like
'cause it's
started the
easy.
chain of Vargoyles like just controls all of them?
That's, I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there who's just the god.
What's
of
the point
Vargoyle.
in a Vargoyle? You know, like
Well, I think that's why they're so
Well, the
great.
point of Vargoyle is to make more
Yeah.
Vargoyle.
right, but why?
Because it's funny.
Oh, I found the key. Looks like I'm
I'm-
getting to the end of this game after
You're
all.
nowhere.
Pretty sure
You're not
that
even.
the Vargoyles exist because it is funny, and that is why they are cool.
Because it's funny.
Like
Yeah, they are kind
funny.
of funny.
They exist
They're
because
fun.
they
I'll
are
grant
funny.
you that, but like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean because they're
Like-
funny?
Like, why are Vargoyles? Because they're funny, you know.
Okay.
Like whoever created
Doesn't
the
make any
first Vargoyle,
sense.
both in universe and
Just
out
click
of
on the
universe,
stairs.
Stop.
they both decided to make the first Vargoyle because it was funny.
I'm not sure I agree. Well, maybe at the end of the day, that could be it. Because
I mean, it must be pretty
really don't
hilarious
know.
watching people's heads
Yeah.
pop off and start going around
Yeah.
kissing other
You just
people.
get
Well,
in
off
do
their
on it.
you
Whoever
heads.
created
do you
it.
have a
It's
theory
fucking-
as to why
like-
Vargoyles are?
Well, it's the fucking thing said it was because like an evil
Yeah.
spirit was allowed to possess the guy.
So does
they
it
undead
possess
then?
things because it is funny?
That must be it. Because I mean, evil in the Forgotten Realms, at least, doesn't really need a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just is evil.
because of
It's kind of
For
a
some
racist
reason.
way of thinking that.
well.
It's literally true.
Okay.
Oh, did he? Oh, he found his way to the first floor.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this game already. Like,
You're
I'm so
almost
nearly
out
done
of the
with
mortuary, which is
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
this is record time. And that's not a good thing. I'll say that. You skipped all the dialogue in this
Yeah,
game. That's
well-
not dialogue.
Oh,
Well,
oh
good luck.
no! No one told me about these creatures.
Oh, be careful. Those look strong,
Yeah.
but they aren't Vargoyles.
You
So
really
they
do.
aren't that
Don't you? Why are
strong.
you not moving fast?
I bet.
You stop spam clicking. It like makes him second guess.
Oh, I
himself.
didn't realize.
I'm willing to bet that if you had a Vargoyle fight one of those things, the Vargoyle would win.
I don't know about
So
that.
they're weaker than a skeleton guy.
Ghost.
A ghost.
Ghost.
Do you think Vargoyles can become ghosts
you
upon
are.
death?
One.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's go XP. Hell yeah.
Wait, so
You get a lot of XP for dialogue in this game, which kind of, should prompt you to think about your priorities.
that's weird because you'd think it would be the opposite since Vargoyles can't talk, and I assume Vargoyles are very important parts of this game.
You get like 50 XP per Vargoyle that you kill.
Is that a lot?
No, well,
How much was
you
he
know,
getting against those zombies?
There's a lot of gargoyles, so it adds up.
65.
Is he?
I'm so used to playing with high wisdom that I just you get you get a big XP bonus for having high wisdom.
Is he gonna be able to get to the Vargoyles without leveling up?
I mean, maybe.
Dang.
Yeah, I like how he's starting to doubt me now. Remember how much his money's on the line?
I don't doubt you. No, I don't doubt that I'm. You're not gonna make
He's
it
at
to
the
the
second
gargoyles.
floor,
I
I'm
don't.
gonna make it to the gargoyles. I think I just
Well,
went
I
back
think he
right,
will.
Yeah, you went right back upstairs.
How about
It's
we bet something
confusing.
that isn't money, so it'll be more funny?
All right.
That's souls.
Nah, I don't have one right now.
Well, I already
Yeah.
sold mine. Yeah.
Whoever loses the bet has to roleplay a Vargoyle on them tonight.
Okay.
Is that?
Like what on Aerolith?
Well, that
Where?
sounds like something
Anywhere.
you want. So
Yeah, that you. Everyone wants to be a Vargoyle.
Oh,
that's interesting.
I thought I was being
'Cause-
clever then.
That is interesting, seeing as how we established that nobody would ever want to be a
But
Vargoyle.
we like.
I
And yet
wonder
we
where-
already
yeah.
want to be Vargoyles, probably because we're losing our minds doing this
Well,
shit.
I think it's.
You went upstairs again.
I don't know where I'm going.
You
How
have to
did I
find
know
a
that?
way out.
You can press M to open your map.
You know,
Oh, it's a
there aren't any Vargoyles in a way out. Probably because it's not a fantasy setting.
That's
Okay.
a good point.
good contribution to the conversation.
Let's list all the settings that there are no Vargoyles in.
Well, do you think there's Vargoyles in like some form of a sci-fi setting alternative? Like they don't have to be Vargoyles, but
I mean, they're
like
basically a zombie, aren't they?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
there's something kind of similar in like Star Trek somewhere.
I don't know about Star Trek.
Could
It
be like
might
the
have
Borg,
cost
aren't
too
they?
much money to make a green screen suit.
Morty.
You know, you just paint a beach ball and throw it at someone.
Did they have green screens in the 60s? Was that a thing yet? Yeah, it was.
Did they have Vargoyles in the 60s?
I don't think
No.
they did. Well, where did
very much doubt
Vargoyles come?
it.
Did they come from first edition or
Morty,
what?
help me out.
Well, they had. There's that myth from like
Oh
Africa.
yeah, so that would have been
right?
the origin
or
point.
Central Asia. Where is it from?
I can't remember. I didn't.
I remember like Central Asia from the Wikipedia article, so that's what I'm gonna
Okay.
go with. But maybe I'm just being racist.
Well,
And that was from, it was like pretty early.
early in what?
Do you think those things infect people and turn others into those headless creatures?
What's that?
I don't know. Crescent Hatchet.
Oh, I didn't know that was there. You found a new
So-
thing.
Oh, that
Yeah,
looks
I'm
pretty good.
pretty good at this
You should
game,
equip
sorry.
it.
I think I will.
I think if you fought a Vargoyle with that, you would win. Do you have to make a roll in this
Morty,
game to?
I can't select Morty
if a
anymore.
Vargoyle
I
licks
forgot how I
you-
select them.
I want to tell you one way to get out, but I also don't.
No,
I'm working it out for myself. You don't need to
you
Yeah.
worry.
shouldn't tell him
Okay,
how
you
to
got
get
it.
out because that would be dumb.
There's a lot of
Okay,
ways to
that's
get out.
good.
I'll tell you that.
Oh shit!
Do not fuck.
That was like half your health.
Morty, you can handle this.
If you use more special abilities, the little finger there,
He has a finger.
Yeah.
the litany of curses is very useful. It draws aggro.
Oh, does he just swear at them? Is that what that is?
Yeah, he literally just like chews them
Dang.
out.
That's something like a Vargoyle
We
would
could
do.
kick this thing's ass.
Wait, so Mort is.
I don't think a Vargoyle has the capability of
So you
speech.
said in Mort's backstory he was a Vargoyle?
Right, I did say that at one
So
point.
does that mean? But he's able to talk now. He's
Oh,
dead.
Morty.
Mort said, "You
Oh,
killed
me?
Mort."
That was like the closest thing
It's
we
alright.
had to
I
a
know what I'm doing.
Vargoyle, and now he's dead.
I used the Charm and Bone Food on myself.
Oh, nice. That didn't do much
Dude,
at all.
actually helped me. I just
I
guessed
mean,
it
it's
would do.
green. Green's good heal number.
How did I
It
get
could
Morty
have like
back?
killed you instantly or like healed you. You didn't know, and you just took that.
That would have
chance.
been really funny if he died instantly.
I'm a
You
gambling
have other
man.
inventory items. Why don't you try those?
Mm,
Oh, you're trying to bait me into using
the
something
red
that'll kill
one
me.
probably kills you.
Yeah, they all kill you.
Okay, well now I think that none of them kills you. It heals 9.
Oh,
Yeah, there
that
it
heals
is.
me.
Isn't that awesome that you can just use that?
Max health. Let's
Would a
get back in there.
Vargoyle have an inventory?
Oh fuck this!
I can't believe you just like killed Mort.
He was useless. He could.
He
Oh
took like
my
2
God.
hits.
Yeah, he's a good distraction. That's about it.
Knowing the story of this game, you saying that is just really funny. Like
He's-
just
Dog shit.
oh god, this
useless
game's
character.
story is really amazing. But oh
I
nice,
mean,
you got the
I'd
bronze
assume it
ring.
would be because
Yeah.
it has Vargoyles in it.
It does have
Is that the way
Vargoyles.
out?
Yeah, you found it.
I don't think he found it. Oh, he found it.
I'm out.
Dude,
Skip.
that cutscene looked dope though.
You just leave Mort on the fucking
It's
floor.
just a
I don't give a
skull.
shit about more.
That was a Vortigaunt or whatever. A Vargoyle.
You're gonna die.
What's a Vortigaunt?
A Vortigaunt? That's from
That's
Half-Life
the
2.
3-arm things, okay.
It said Half-Life 2.
I
like,
will play an
wait.
event where
What are
Vargoyles and start
Vortigaunts? I
infecting
don't
everyone
remember.
on ZS.
they're the aliens that go yum.
Wait.
Hello? Has anyone seen any Vargoyles
Aliens
or
that go
anything?
yum. I can only think of the freaking the ones that like free man.
Free.
Get out of my way, I'm looking for
Those
Vargoyles.
are Vortigants, right?
You are not gonna find the Vargoyles. Yeah, the Vortigons.
Okay.
You got it.
I wasn't sure because you said Half-Life 2. And I was like, they're in Half-Life 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
But you
like,
know what isn't in Half-Life 1 or
Battle.
2? Vargoyles.
Vor- I love how saying the name Vortigaunt like messed us up for like Vargoyle. That's interesting. That's like
Do you think that Gabe Newell
Get out of my
has
way.
played D&D campaigns where he has battled Vargoyles, and that's where he got the name Vortigaunt?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Gabe Newell has played D&D and has encountered Vargoyles.
Interesting.
Should we ask him about it?
We could email him.
That would be an interesting question. Yeah. He answers his emails
I think
still,
so. He usually answers them
Yeah.
in waves, I think, whenever he's bored.
right?
This is the Hive.
We
This
should
is
mail
not where
him.
Vorgoyles
The Hive,
are.
That's the sort of question he would want to answer,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? Because he would
He'd
he
be
wouldn't give a
like-
shit about like Half-Life
Yeah.
3 or whatever. But you know, if else might be like, oh, I'll give you a 20-page essay on whether I've done that. One.
On the Vargoyles.
Oh yeah, I love Vargoyles. They were the first thing I ever fought.
Really? Dude, imagine
I
if
kill
the
these
first
creatures
encounter
here.
was
These things don't look
Vargoyle.
friendly.
Oh, those are the Dabbas.
Gabe Newell's
Yeah, I know
never
they
in
are.
It's so
like a
funny.
position to like be asked questions by people through something that isn't his email. Like he's like at a con or something. I'm gonna ask him that, and he's gonna look so confused.
You're already at Rag Picker Square. That's funny.
Dude, you're
Oh, yeah.
100%
I'm getting
near the crypts. I can feel it.
You're nowhere near.
Oh, I see. He's trying
You're
to throw
not-
us off, I think.
You.
Well, these
Oh,
like this
man.
bridge area kind of reminds me of like minecart track, which you would see in like a cave, and crypts are kind of like caves. So like
Okay.
a Vargoyle lives in a crypt.
Yeah.
Can I ask the NPCs where the nearest crypt is?
Maybe you can see, and if they don't tell you, kill
Greetings.
them.
I had some questions.
Do you know where the
I don't care about
Vargoyles
any of that.
are?
I want to know what crypt the Vargoyles is.
You're so fucked.
Well, he's
I'm doing pretty well.
does. I see
I mean,
there's
Mort
4
died, but
more
I'm
portraits for like characters. Is it like, do you only have 5 free guys?
No, there's more companions than you can have at
Okay,
once.
so when does Mort's dead skull image go away? Or is that not even Mort's?
You can choose to remove it, but he's like, I don't know why you would get rid of
Is
Mort.
that everyone's face? That like the Mort portrait? Is that what everyone looks like when they die, or is that just Mort's?
No, everyone has a
Okay.
unique death.
Because you know you can't really tell because it's just a skull.
He is just a
I like how his eyeballs aren't there anymore.
I think the Vargoyles are in here.
because he's a skull. Yeah.
Tomb,
Oh, a tomb, and a tomb would lead to a crypt.
You know, you think you're on the right trail, but you're not.
Oh, he's trying to throw us off.
Imagine
no,
if
I
we're
bet
Don't
explain
read
what it
actually
is.
like,
no, whatever you do.
oh, okay. There's something about gargoyles and crypts in here. I was talking about like a hiding place. He's probably hiding in the crypts.
I don't know what's in this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Probably leave this area.
Yeah.
But we have Penn's note, which I think is a lead.
You know, those guys hammering the walls have hair that's kind of similar to a
It's
gargoyle.
interesting. Do you think that was intentional?
Hey, greetings. Do you know where gargoyles are?
Doesn't look like he does. You should kill him.
So, woman is going to get me. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's a really powerful. She's
Are
strong.
all the
don't
NPCs
fuck with
hard to kill?
her. No,
Okay. You better
not all of them.
farm
But
some XP then.
Yeah. I do want to farm so I can get to the gargoyles.
who the fuck is that? Is that just a random dustman? Or yeah, he's not.
Imagine if he was Dustman corrupted or something.
Dustman on like on the verge of gargoyle
That would be so
transformation.
cool
current.
because then we get to see a gargoyle in game.
If you actually find a gargoyle in a place that I didn't know they were, I'm gonna scream.
That'd be the funniest thing ever. Considering what this
It's a
video
gargoyle over
is.
there, boys, in the corner.
What if we find the bestiary of this game and there's a thing on gargoyles in it?
Well, you can look at the bestiary right now, but I don't
That
think you'll
really
see any
count.
entry about anything.
Yeah,
you
that's
haven't done.
boring. I don't want to cheat and win this. I just want to find the gargoyles.
Same. I'd give a lot of money to see a gargoyle in real
Blue
life
copper
as
gets
long
your
as
direction,
it
Steven.
didn't kiss me,
Yeah, don't let the gargoyle kiss you.
honestly.
I need to get out of the hive. This isn't where I belong.
This is where you belong. Actually, no, it's
It
not.
looks
I'm
like
above
You
this.
belong where
Gargoyle.
gargoyles live.
Oh, I need
That
that
could have been a
picture.
gargoyle. You didn't.
I don't think
check.
it was.
It was an apis sapi shapi
Shabby,
fapapi.
shabby.
It's a very
What the
strange
fuck? They
place.
go better in here.
They're friendly though. If you talk to them, they'll tell you.
I know for a
Is
fact
this
that
a
no.
real world setting?
I'll be having nuts here.
This is real. You just stole from her. She's
Get out of there, dude!
I don't give a
Run! No!
Get off me.
You did 6
Okay,
damage.
good. She's
to you.
dead.
Fuck off.
See, she has anything on her.
That's
Like
all
a
the rest of your
gargoyle.
stuff. Maybe she's got something to do with gargoyles. Yeah.
She's there. You open the cabinet and it says lesser gargoyles.
And it jumps out at you and goes, ah!
Why's the lazy of pain not coming to fucking mutilate me?
He
Isn't
doesn't
that
give
how
a
it works?
shit about random hivers.
Uh,
Try to
What does she
tackle
care
her
about?
down. There you go.
Oh, I almost thought that might have been a gargoyle for a second and I got excited.
There's more.
Mort came back.
Well, you
What's
said
his
it, but he
What
follows
the heck?
you.
How
How'd I help him?
does he do that as a dead guy?
I think the nameless one just carries his dead companions around until you like take them off the party
Oh.
roster.
It's a new
Why are you
resurrection or
nameless?
anything.
Yeah, there's many means of reviving companions, but you just happen to spam one through like all of them.
Yeah, well, I don't. I'm looking for gargoyles. I'm not here to. No, I'm sure it's a great game, but we're playing with a very specific purpose in mind.
Right.
You can't fault me.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna get there.
I think I want to kill this guy, this fell guy.
Yeah, get him. I hate Fel.
Why do you hate him? Does it have anything to do with
I
gargoyles?
don't. He's cool. He gives you tattoos.
Could you get a tattoo of a
I
gargoyle?
don't know what the fuck he's on about.
You might be able to get a tattoo of a gargoyle.
That would be
yeah.
really cool. Maybe it could even like give you a stat increase when you're fighting gargoyles. Like
Yeah.
greater chance of
Like-
turning into one.
Oh. Yeah.
I love gargoyles. They're so cool. How long's it been? Can we cut the video?
It's been like
Yeah.
an hour.
We only have
Oh
two
my
more.
fucking god.
This reminds me of when I would
You just went a full
I don't know. This doesn't remind me of anything. I've never done this before.
This reminds me of my favorite enemy in Planescape Torment and Dungeons and Dragons in
I
general.
love gargoyles.
I
The
wouldn't say they're
gargoyle.
my favorite, honestly.
I really need some beer or something.
I
to
think
make
they're
this
like
comfortable.
I think they're neat, but I don't think they're my favorite. I don't know what my favorite is.
I like aboleths. They're
Tablets
cool.
are neat, I guess.
Jesus, man. I kind of feel like playing this game, but like doing it justice. But I want to find the
Yeah, you
vibe.
gotta find the
As soon
Vargoyles.
as I'm not joking. I will. If you get to the Vargoyles playing like this, I will give you like $100. I'm not joking. There's
All
no
right.
way you'll get there like this.
What
I
is
think I'm
that
pretty close.
nasty
That's why you're
looking
getting
creature?
so
That's not a
anxious.
Vargoyle.
Yeah,
You
what is
can
that
ask him
creature?
that. You can say, "What the fuck are you?"
Greetings.
If you're looking for a fight.
What the
I
heck?
don't think I want to fight.
Yeah, ask him if he knows where some Vargoyles are.
Hello, do you know where the Vargoyles are?
I'm surprised none of these NPCs have any voice line or anything to talk about with Vargoyles.
I
Yeah.
know. Weird.
It's almost like they didn't think people would care much about them in this game for some reason. Would you follow her?
What the fuck? What's going on here?
Thanks, farewell.
Well, I don't want to keep giving this woman money. What am I doing?
You just like spent 10 gold on nothing.
Why is that a
What the
thing that you
fuck?
can do in this game?
Because it's like cool.
It is cool, I agree. These people really hate that house.
can just
Maybe there's
get
a Vargoyle in it.
STD. There could be locking up a Vargoyle to keep the infestation from
That's
spreading.
cool.
Rats.
Oh, he found the first quest where you kill rats in a basement.
3 copies of rat.
Oh, yeah, I actually
Don't
found
fuck with the
it.
rats in this game. Do not fuck with the rats.
Yeah, they're just rats. I doubt they're any strong.
Oh, cranium rats. I'm not falling for this shit.
Do you think cranium rats would know anything about fighting Vargoyles?
Well, it depends on how many of them there
Oh,
are.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Junk. Why do I want junk?
It's really strong. You should take
You
that.
could maybe use the junk and combine it to like make some sort of a weapon that kills
Yeah,
Vargoyles.
bust his chest open.
I'm not joking. You should take that junk. Yeah, good idea.
He likes it, taking junk. Is there like some sort of a...
Like punting Morty's skull
Is
across
there
the
like
floor.
a way to increase the amount of slots you have to carry things?
No, you just get more companions and spread
Okay,
it.
that's funny.
There's
Like
like
a
a
thing I've got
mod that
400
makes
carry
all
weight
the
because I'm so
stupid
strong.
loot items stackable, but that's it.
It reminds me of Divinity 2, which I haven't played that much.
Why's my character like Rob
I've only
Zombies?
gotten through the first like,
The whole game is about finding out why he's like.
Okay.
but I don't know. I wish Vargoyles were more important in just life, you know? Like only
Yeah.
hearing about them today is like I went through so many years of my life not knowing about Vargoyles.
I actually
That
knew
is-
about Vargoyles before we decided to talk about them.
Did you?
Mhm.
Wow.
Because of the
Where'd you
Nevernice
find out
module.
about them?
Well, actually, it's a SEP model. It's a mod for a game.
Huh.
And yeah, Vargoyles.
Amazing.
I think they're really scary now we've read about them, though. I think we could do a lot with them.
No,
They're
yeah.
exciting.
I had always like. I do skim like the monster manual and stuff, and I always sort of pass over Vargoyles for some
Yeah.
reason. But I do regret not giving them a chance.
Everyone should
Me too.
do something with Vargoyles today.
They're one of the more interesting options to any DM,
Honestly.
I would say.
Like what's
Very
much
spooky.
more interesting than a
I've got a
Vargoyle?
quest.
And you know what? Actually, I'm glad that they're not so popular. They're not so well known.
Yeah.
Because that
Right.
sort of adds to their
Yeah.
mystery.
Yeah.
You don't like what the fuck? Why did this guy's head just pop
Yeah.
off his shoulder?
We could
Oh
be
my
like
God,
the first
why?
players to like really expand on the Vargoyle
Yeah.
and do
You can
something
make like a whole campaign around
cool
just
with it.
Vargoyles, honestly. Yeah,
Good.
because
You think so?
I mean it
Well, they could be like the main
Yeah.
villain. I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
just
because
have
like you're trying to
Vargoyles, but-
figure out like what
Yeah.
the hell's going on. It
Yeah.
could be like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Almost.
and then like
It'd be really scary. Like you go to like this, like town in the woods or something, and
Yeah.
like, oh, we've got this problem with like like floating heads come at night and attack us.
Son's
And,
head popped off his shoulder.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like really cool.
and you like this big twist in the middle where like you're talking to the mayor and you think you've about worked it out, and all of a sudden his head pops off in there. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, what's going on?
Yeah, like you just solved it. You're like, all right, thank you for saving our town, and then you
Yeah.
just start frothing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
cool.
a Vargoyle campaign
Yeah,
with Vargoyles in it.
it brings to mind which edition do you think best served Vargoyles as a concept? Because in this game is based off of second
Yeah.
edition,
Okay.
and they don't feature a very prominent role, I have to say.
Well, I can't
And
imagine.
you don't even see very much of their signature like head popping off.
Yeah, it's
sort
really
of horror
disappointing
trope.
that. Oh, what?
You
Jump
only
in.
really get like the one.
What's going on?
That's really fucking crazy that you found that just by doing this dumb shit. But anyway, yeah, you only really see the one NPC that tells you sort of the basics of what a Vargoyle is and does, and you like help him, you prevent him from becoming one. But other than that, they're just sort of enemies in a
Weird.
crypt. At
Am I
least as
missing
far as
something?
I've discovered.
What do I do now?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
fucked.
oh, what?
Oh, watch out! Those guys.
Are you people here to help me find the
I
Vargoyle?
think they are. I think this is where you unlock your like
This is
your
the- This
new
is the cult of the
guy.
Vargoyle.
Why are we just like awkwardly staring at each
There's
other?
no way out. Oh, that reminds me of that Spider-Man movie. Do you think there's going to be any Vargoyles in the Spider-Man movie? No Way Out, like No Way Home.
No. I don't think so. I mean, Doctor Strange is in it, so there could be like some wizard
Well,
shenanigans. But I
In
don't
the
think so.
in the mental made madness,
It's not
you're
good.
dying. You're dying. You're dying. You're gonna die before you even
Use
found a
that
Vargoyle.
charm, the bone charm. Oh, it heals you. I think
What heals me?
the embalming charm.
a balming
Farming charm.
It looks like a
Before
bracelet.
you look like a Vargoyle. It's the silver one.
I can't see it. I'm blind.
Middle. The bottom
that
row.
one. Free
That was really-
charges.
You have to put it on.
Oh no! It does. You gain temporary hit points and AC.
Okay.
Use it.
It's something.
Use it.
How do you
Quick.
use it?
Is it on me?
You gotta right click it.
There's no use option.
Wait, what?
Do you have to use it like in combat or like in game?
Oh, I have to put it on my quick.
Yeah,
item
put it in your
slot.
quick bar. Yeah. Do that.
And then
And
How
then,
do I use it before I
now
die?
you have to be really quick. You have to exit this
Oh
menu
my
and then-
god.
and then go to the bag. The third option on your quick bar there.
okay,
How do I use it once I'm out
the
this?
the bag option.
So
at
you
the
see
bottom left.
next to go down to select weapon and then 2 over.
Select item.
Select
Yes.
item, and then it'll be the first like little. It'll bring up a little sub menu. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't enough.
Oh.
My legs. Oh, I'm
All
back
right,
here.
back to the start. Well, we know where we need to go now
Yeah.
to get out of here.
Yeah, that's not going to stop me from finding these Vargoyles.
Honestly,
I mean, death. Yeah, death isn't gonna stop you, but I still don't think you're gonna
nothing
find
is
it.
gonna stop him.
I
I
will
think,
reach the
uh,
Vargoyles.
I think you're gonna give up.
I mean, we'll probably hit
Before you find
the
them.
requirement.
I'll give up if we get to the end of 3
Yeah.
hours. That's
It's
my
either-
deadline.
You're not gonna find them.
It's either we do this or I don't know.
piss and
Yeah,
shit.
about the same Vargoyle image, which I mean, I guess this is
I mean,
fine.
we could like police smite or
I
something.
mean, we can while we discuss Vargoyles, but it has to be about Vargoyle.
Okay.
What is the most
Just
Vargoyle-
rolling
yeah,
as we
I'll play site
discuss
while we discuss
Vargoyles.
Vargoyles.
I just don't know how much more I want to talk about.
Well, we've only talked about them for about an hour, so we're gonna have to keep going.
These past 10 minutes have felt like fucking centuries.
Oh, it's only been like 5 minutes, guys. We're only 5 minutes.
Who'd have thought Vargoyles
Like
had
I was
such?
into the conversation for like 40 minutes, and then it like I hit a wall.
Yeah, the energy. You're like you ran out of gargoyle energy.
So maybe if we return to the original image,
I
it'll
don't.
sort of
I think it would make it
reinvigorate.
way
That image
worse.
does not help. That puts me off.
Like I think if we were just staring at the same
Well, what
image, it
makes
would be way worse.
Well, what I'm just saying, like maybe we like missed something.
I mean, maybe we did. Well, like what is behind them? Like the background.
It looks like a wall, or like maybe a set of stairs.
Is that
or
like a
something.
column?
Who cares about the background?
It's the background of
Come
the
on.
image.
Well, because it gives the Vargoyles some very important.
Why do you think their
context,
eyes glow yellow?
Okay.
so they can see in the dark? I would guess. If they're like cats,
Oh.
you know, maybe Vargoyles.
Do you think they have
And that's
cat
sort of-
DNA?
I don't think so. I think they're just. I don't think so.
Gargoyles are cool. Can we agree on that?
Yeah,
I kind of like them.
maybe it's. Well, so.
Why do you think, like, Mind Flayers and that are so popular as Vargoyles are barely talked about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're like shitty fodder. And
Well, yeah, like you would think that
What the
they'd get
fuck?
used then, but it's just like I don't know. People always go for like
I guess
kobolds or
so.
zombies.
Well, maybe it's like, yeah, because horror is kind of a niche thing in Dungeons and Dragons. Everyone wants the power fantasy.
I guess
more.
you're right. Yeah.
So they want to just step on goblins and kobolds. They don't really want to think about like, oh, my neighbor's head just popped off and flew at me.
Yeah, because that'd be like
What if
That'd
I
take you
next?
out of
And
the
it's,
action.
You know, yeah, it's a Vargoyle is like the thinking man's goblin, I guess.
it makes you like because I wouldn't want, like we talked about before, I wouldn't want to be around one of these in real life. Like I wouldn't, like in a role play scenario, I don't think I'd want to be around one either. Like I'd want to make sure it's dead as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think a lot of characters would like.
How tragic would it be if you had like this long established character you've been on like, this big adventure together, and then you get attacked by Vargoyles, and one of your friends gets kissed, and you kill the Vargoyle, but you know what's going to happen next, and then it's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
you
gonna be
don't
attacked.
know in character, so you can't really do anything about it.
Well, you might know. You might. The seed you know in character is still going to be quite tragic, isn't it? You
That's
know, like,
true, yeah.
Like, what are you going to do?
Because it didn't mention any means.
Fuck is
Maybe a
that?
remove curse spell. Oh, limbs, yeah.
Are you a Vargoyle?
I'm not a Vargoyle.
How can we know you're not
Yeah.
a Vargoyle?
Well, I'm not flying, or I'm not just a head, are I?
Well,
I'm not
we
a head.
can't know that
Ah.
Yeah.
because we're not with you right now. We're in a voice chat.
Well, you know that Vargoyles can't like speak.
Yeah, they only squeal
they're like
and
beasts or
stuff.
creatures.
So is that how you would know if someone's a Vargoyle?
But I guess we did say like there was that what if scenario. But I
But
don't
what
know
is
if
with
that's
Mort?
real.
Why was Mort able to talk if he was a Vargoyle?
Well, I know I
Mort
said
isn't a
that,
Var-
but what made you believe me?
Because it would be funny if it was true.
Yeah, so maybe Mort is like one of the only intelligent Vargoyles in
Wait,
existence.
but is he not
Maybe
actually?
that's why he turned into a skull somehow.
Because you.
Because he was like so smart as a Vargoyle that
That'd
like,
be neat.
he just the Vargoyle decayed around him and it was just a skull left.
Yeah.
It's more not like a demi-lich. That's what it looks
I
like.
mean, yeah.
You gotta find that out, dude.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. Literally. what-
I mean, not if you like
Yeah,
don't know about that
I mean,
stuff. Ah, dude.
Not if you. Yeah, I mean, you gotta ask
think-
about it. He tells you all about his back.
I think we're one step closer to finding Vargoyles.
Oh, you met it's Ignis. Look,
Does he? It didn't look like he told you anything about Vargoyles, so.
Gary don't give a shit. Oh, I know about Vargoyles.
It really.
maybe the barkeep knows about Vargoyles.
I doubt it.
Yeah, why
Might
would you
be
give
some
me any
rumors.
hints?
What if the?
I'm
What if there was
looking
just?
for Vargoyle the Collector.
Do you know anything about the Vargoyles?
Just imagine if every single NPC just had a text
I
option
want to
asking
mod that in
that.
now, or like some
And they all just say the same thing. They're in the crypts.
They're in the crypt. Oh, you meant oh.
Oh. I don't know what that means. How good do you think O would be at fighting Vargoyles?
Well, I think he would have no issues whatsoever fighting Vargoyle. I have to be honest.
Do
I don't think. I think it's below him. I think he's above
Mm,
fighting Vargoyle. He would not even have to think about
are
it.
Vargoyles only
Ever.
like one
Under-
step above a rat?
Well, they're. I mean,
Besides the horror factor.
no. Well, they're like. They gotta be tougher than a rat.
I mean, what's their challenge rating?
More deadly too, because they can turn you into
What's
a
their
Vargoyle.
second edition challenge rating?
I'm not sure.
I'd like to know that.
I don't even know if challenge rating is a thing. Was it?
It must have been. That'd be like, or it might have just been the rating based on how much XP the thing gave you.
Maybe.
I think.
In
I
any
think
case,
that
I
is
don't
how
think.
second
I
edition
think
works. Like I think
Really?
the DM could just make you fight anything, but it was okay because it would give you a ton of XP.
that's base. I missed second edition, and I never even played it that much.
We'll play a campaign of it someday. How do you
Sick.
spell Vargoyle?
Vargouille.
I'm gonna look up the challenge rating of a Vargoyle.
He's asking about Farad instead of looking for Vargoyles.
That's weird. Why are you doing that?
I think I've got to unlock like the Vargoyle level, yeah. So to do that, I think I'll progress in the game.
How much time do you have left to do this? Like 2
Yeah.
hours?
I'm trying everything I can. Like the last time I went off by my lonesome, I got
This is
gang raped in
interesting.
a tiny, fucking squalid little hovel.
So
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do a.
That's smart. You know, that's good.
in third edition, their challenge rating was 2, but in fifth edition, it's 1. So they got weaker somehow.
Really?
Interesting.
Well, I guess that's an interesting, because you would think that with a fodder enemy, the challenge rating wouldn't really change much, and you would only see like huge changes with like the higher level
Yeah.
enemies, because that's where like the power scaling really kicks into gear.
Yeah.
But Vargoyles do have the they can strike fear. They have they have the ability to cast like the actual
They
spell
can.
fear. I know. I mean I think they
They're
can
pretty
in the
scary.
game.
That's cool. I like that.
So that would add that would add some difficulty. That's a pretty strong save.
It says they hate light. So if you were in a scenario where you were fighting one and you casted light, would that make them not want to get near you?
Yeah, you would just like strike a torch or cast a light spell, yeah. So I can see how. But if that you would again, that's like that kind of adds more to the horror element because now they're like lurking off at the edges of the boundary of your light and like
Yeah, there's only ever encountered in
reaching
the
at you from the
darkness as well.
darkness. Yeah. That's a very cool, well-designed enemy.
Yeah, whoever came up with this,
The flavor is like baked into the mechanics, and
What's
that's
going on
something you don't see every day.
yeah.
You just murder that guy.
You text me. Get back here.
If you had
Trying to-
more,
do you know about
use
Vargoyles,
Litany of
sir?
curses.
Please tell me about Vargoyles.
Huh?
I'm trying to get this high fuck to give me some information.
It's really weird that you haven't been able to find a Vargoyle yet.
I'm not surprised. I don't think. I can't.
He
say
lured
that.
me into an ambush.
I don't think he's gonna find any Vargoyles.
Are they like that far into the game?
They couldn't be.
They're like. I mean, they're pretty far. Like, not. Like I don't know exactly how long the game is, but they're not insignificantly far. Like we'll use KOTOR for reference. You know, leaving Terrace, the first like city
Yeah.
planet. I would say the Varguils are around the at the like around the last third
Oh, okay, so it's gonna take
of
like
Terrace.
at least another hour of him doing this,
Yeah,
but to even have a
yeah,
chance of finding gargoyles.
exactly.
Do you know about executioner hoods?
What's that?
It's it's
What about
another type of vargoyle, I think.
really? Is it? Do they like wrap around the guy's head or
Yeah,
what?
what's an
I'm
executioner
gonna
head?
post the image. I think this is a fifth edition thing.
That is something I appreciate about fifth edition. They sort of expanded and brought back
Yeah.
a lot of nostalgic
I mean, wasn't that
figures.
the goal of fifth edition?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, the return to form after fourth
Oh yeah,
edition.
people didn't like that one. I do wonder what
That's a neat little
sixth
one.
edition will bring if it ever will come.
I think sixth edition will either stagnate and kill D&D
Yeah.
or evolve like some more complexity in the
Yeah.
vein of more in the vein of and second
Sixth edition
edition.
would be the most popular version of D&D. It'll be the most simplified and nothing like the originals, and probably a
If
lot
they
like Fortnite.
simplified
Well, that's
D&D
already fifth edition.
anymore,
Yeah, well, it's gonna be even more
it
like.
would literally just be rolling a d20 with no stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's
Yeah,
almost
like
what it
there's
is.
barely any stats.
And Vic, I would agree with you if
What? What
if
did I
we
just
didn't
do?
already.
What?
That is
I'm getting to the
fucking crazy.
Vargos. I'm fucking getting there.
He's gonna make it.
You're not. There's. All right. I mean, I don't think you're gonna make it, but that's fucking wild.
But we were talking about sixth edition.
I'm still confused.
Right,
Oh,
yeah, I was
right.
saying I would agree with you, Vic. If like I didn't already see that in fifth edition, it is already by far the most popular and simplified edition, and I don't think they would gain anything by going any further. Like I think they're as
Yeah,
far down
it
that
couldn't
route as they
be
can be.
simpler than it is already is.
Unless they literally just made it roll a d20. If you roll above a 10,
Yeah.
you win.
And that's like you can like make a book
That's
like
already fairly close
that.
to
And
what it is.
honestly, I think fifth edition was only the most popular edition because it came out like right when the internet age was starting to get really huge. Like I think if
Yeah.
it was any other,
A
When
lot
did
of
it come
people.
out? I can't recall.
like I think
Because
Leave
it
me alone.
still feels
it
new
came out. Let
to
me
me,
look
you
at the.
know?
I want to say 2011, but let me make sure.
Raised dead.
2014.
Oh, you just have that. You talked to the fucking ghost, but I didn't remember because all right, yeah, cast that. You gotta click his portrait. That's
I'm pretty good at this
insane.
game.
2000.
You're
Okay,
too
so
good.
how old was? Wait, okay, so
Oh wait, he's nearly dead. No, no, no. Raised dead. I forgot his like stash at 1
okay,
HP.
so fourth edition was only 8 years old when fifth edition came out.
Huh.
And then
How old was 3.5 when fourth came out?
because does 3.5 count as its own edition?
It came out very close after third edition, if I remember.
3.5 came out 2003, so 3.5 was only 5 years old when fourth came out.
Whoa, what? That's insane.
And then how old is 5 now? It came out in 2014, so it's 7 years old now. Okay.
Man.
So if they wanted to
I don't like
make a sixth edition, it would be soon. Per like how often these things seem to come out.
They barely. I mean, I say that, but maybe I'm just spoiled because I like know how much there was for third
Yeah.
edition, but I feel
Well,
like they've barely
Wasn't
done
there like
anything
a
for
new
fifth
source
edition.
book that came out like every month when 3.5 was happening?
Yeah, third edition was
And then
fucking
they lowered it
crazy.
to only like
And then
one book every half year.
Uh,
for 5th edition.
I guess that's fair. But a lot of them have been I don't know. I'm happy with the amount of like class and mechanical
What's this got
content
to do
they.
with Vargos, guys?
Well, yeah, I was
But yeah,
getting to
they
that.
what I was getting to, Nick, is that they haven't added anything new for
Yeah.
Vargoyles in
And
a
I
while.
wonder if
Okay.
they made a 6th edition, how strong Vargoyles would be.
I can't believe you just like instinctively knew that you could go rest with Nideth there, by the way.
No, I noticed she talks about healing.
That's
So, because
I'm getting
in
fucked.
3rd edition they were a 2 CR monster, and 5th they became
Stop gang raping me, guys. Come on.
1 CR monster. So that makes me wonder if when a 6th
Yeah.
edition would come out, if they would be if they would get stronger, or if they would stay the same, or if they'd get weaker even, and they'd become like only like a half CR monster.
I think, and this is optimistic, like daring, I would say, of me. I think they're gonna revamp the CR system
That'd be
altogether.
nice.
I think they're gonna make it like I think they're gonna have it down to a science.
Because the current one kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's nonsense, and it's always been nonsense, and I think they're finally gonna address that.
If they ever made
But they
a
probably
6th
won't.
edition, I think all I would want was a refined form of 3.5. But that's like what
Honestly.
Pathfinder is. So then they would be like fighting Pathfinder.
I think of like a 5.5e would be nice.
Yeah. Well,
And for the Vargoyle, like a few,
now
maybe a few maybe a few modules starring the
I just want to
Vargoyle.
find a Vargo,
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Leave
dude,
me
an
alone.
entire module.
You're getting frightened.
Because how many of the campaigns that Wizards of the Coast have made for 5th edition have even used a Vargoyle? I've only played one, so I don't know.
I don't know either. You know, if you count the licensed video games, then maybe this one.
Was this licensed by Wizards?
But it's not really starring the Vargoyle. It just has them incidentally. Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Everyone wants to kill me. Fuck's
Oh.
sake.
Back to the mortuary. Oh, I forget you end up here. Wait,
Where am I?
no. What? No, not here. Oh my god.
They're in Volo's Monsters? Is that where they were released in 5th edition?
Oh my god, Vic.
My
You're
case is the
Marta's.
Vargo.
You just like skipped straight to Marta's.
Am I speedrunning this game without even realizing it?
Yeah, it took me like 10 hours to get to this point.
I'm in something entirely new. Yes, this is good.
Oh my god.
I'm near,
Fuck,
aren't
man.
I? I can.
You're not
sense
gonna
it.
make it. There's no
I'm gonna make
way.
it.
Oh, you have like an hour and a half left. You're gonna no.
Dude,
I'm totally
if
gonna
he
make
makes
it.
it,
How can you
I would
stop
be
me?
so happy
I've like
to see Vargoyles.
my perception of how long this game is so warped because I actually like
You took time.
meticulously read every bit of dialogue.
Yeah, that's what you meant to do, but that's not what I did.
But you're like speedrunning it.
Like a man would.
I don't even know what happens when I die. I don't seem to lose anything.
Yeah, that's what the whole game's about.
Well, that's good. I can use that to my advantage.
Oh, is that the crypt? It must be. Look at it.
Oh, it looks very crypt-like. Farrod's
Holy
cool.
fuck.
Farrod, tell me where the Vargo was.
Shit myself to death.
I think we're on the way.
What
I think we're
the fuck?
that must be a big black.
You made it to Farad in like under an hour.
That's a cool looking chair.
Hey,
But
Farrod, what's up?
Gargoyles don't have hands, so I don't think we're in the right path.
Fuck me. Oh my god.
This is good though. We're one step closer to finding Vargoyles, like we've been trying to. You know,
Oh my
That would make an
god.
interesting jungle enemy in Smite if they added Vargoyles. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, that would be nice to break up the
Maybe
monotony of like all
instead
the
of it,
fucking
yeah, just
parties.
being harpies every time, there was like the lesser XP camps had Vargoyles.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's talking about
Maybe
crypts.
maybe
Yeah.
fuck off. Oh
Dude, that's
uh,
awesome. We're like actually getting somewhere.
no way.
It's
Oh
the
my
guy who
god.
decides to actually read happens to talk about crits.
I think you just won. I don't know. I think you might have just won.
That would be so cool because we'd get to see a Vargoyle.
I went into the catacombs. Yes.
Yes. Is that it? Or is that the catacombs?
Fuck me. I'm about to owe you $100. Send me your fucking PayPal.
Give me your pink cutter.
There's no.
Say Vic.
You like fucking like spam one through everything.
Vic, you remember when I paid you $20 to write text ASMR?
Yes, I remember that.
Maybe you could write something about Vargoyles.
Okay. Well, how much have I been paid for it?
I'll give you money equal to how many views this video has after a week.
So like, what in dollars?
Yeah, in dollars or what?
In yen.
$1/4.
How about $half?
Okay. Yeah, just give me more. I don't know when to go now.
Okay, maybe I have a chance.
So how it's
Well, we know we have to go to the
You have, like-
crypts.
You have an hour and a half to figure it out.
yeah, I'm sure I will.
It's real convenient that the length of this video
Which is-
just became a weird bet timer.
Yeah. Oh my god, that like empty journal.
They sent it to the catacombs. The Swiss
I had like a whole page that I had to scroll down.
southeast portion of the village. Thank you,
Wait,
Journal.
it told you where? Nice. Imagine he like does find the Vargoyles, but it's like in the last like 10 minutes of the video.
No, he's gonna find them like
That's
soon.
awesome. That's hype. Ow, I almost bit my tongue. I wonder if Vargoyles bite their tongues.
You like you are like you're almost at the point to where I am in this game, and I've played this game for like 30 hours,
How many times did you restart though?
like twice. And I that was just because I was testing out different builds, and once I got the build I wanted, I played straight for 26 hours.
Get going into the catacombs.
Yes,
Here
we're
we
gonna
go.
see one. Maybe we'll even see the guy you were talking
Maybe they
about.
aren't there immediately. Maybe they're not like the first enemy you see.
I imagine
don't
the
know.
first enemy would be
Maybe.
like a skeleton or a rat.
It was a rat. It ran past me.
It's
Oh.
there! Dude, look at that! It's a Vargoyle!
80% Vargoyle blind speed
Dude,
run
real
complete.
Vargoyles.
Just
No.
confirm
Oh,
that lesser Vargoyle.
Wait, so does that mean there's greater
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Vargoyles?
this
it's
game.
lesser, it doesn't count, right?
Wait,
As I say, it's
are there
portrait,
different
you
kinds
get
of
that funny-
Vargoyles
You know-
in this catacomb?
Now you can look in the bestiary and see.
Ah,
It's in your
Bestiary.
journal. Beasts.
Dude.
NPCs.
I don't see it.
oh, NPC.
Is it an alphabet?
Yeah.
Oh, lesser.
It should be
lesser
here.
Vargoyle.
Oh, lesser Gargoyle.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Yes,
the
we
image!
did.
Yeah, there we are. Fuck's
Dude, that's the
sake.
thing we're talking about.
Oh, now we
my
can learn some more about
God.
them. Horus creatures from the lower planes. Vargoyles are symbiote heads, grown wings. Their bite is lethal, and worse, the victims said bite are likely to become Vargoyles upon their death. Though the Vargoyles are not too dangerous in single combat, they flock to a fight and can prove deadly to unprepared traveler.
Well, I owe you $100.
That's so cool. Wait, try fighting some. And it says they're lesser. Does that
Okay.
mean there's greater
See how deadly
Vargoyles
they are.
and Vargoyles?
Look, why are they running from you? That's so weird.
They're scared.
I've never
Maybe
seen
we
them
can
do
even
that.
see our character turn into a Vargoyle.
That'd be awesome. Oh my god, they're fucking
They,
me
they
up.
do. They will kill you.
Nah, he's got it. He's killing them. Can you like zoom in so we can see this like more intensely?
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's so
Action.
cool. Dude, they're like hair flings, and it looks nothing like the image's hair.
Yeah, it's more like flat. It's longer in the sprite.
Yeah,
It's weird, huh?
it's pretty neat.
The good sprite.
No, yeah, it's really nice. Because it's a Vargoyle mostly, though. I noticed they all have their tongue sticking out at you.
Yeah, that's neat.
Wait, did you start at the front of the catacombs? Dude,
Yeah.
nice. We can keep fighting them.
Let's see some more Vargoyles.
Wow.
See some Vargoyle.
Can we
action.
check the time? How long did it? When did he start playing the game,
I
and when did he
I
find
think it
the
took him
Vargoyle?
like an hour total. Maybe only like 40 minutes. But that's awesome. Should we try and find like a different kind of Vargoyle in the... Oh, he left.
Save game.
Oh, well, I guess you have to save it to commemorate the occasion.
Yeah, name this like Vargoyle save or something.
Vargoyle any percent.
Vargoyle. We proved Vargoyles are real and they're in this
No, you
game.
can't have special characters in save, dude.
That's so cool. Well, if you want to try getting a Vargoyle inner percent run, just leave a link to your run in the comments and we'll check it out.
Yeah.
What's his door here? And like with a head on it?
That's the Lady of Pain in the middle, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like a Vargoyle in a way. Well, now that we're done with that game, what
She's
should we
ahead, huh?
discuss and do next?
Oh, you know, when I was making this, I should have quit while I was ahead.
Because Vargoyles are
Yeah.
only heads.
Yeah, 'cause they're
If
hits.
Vargoyles were spellcasters, what spell do you think they would cast?
They literally cast fear.
Dude! Isn't that something?
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Wow.
something. It sure is.
Because you'd think they wouldn't be able to cast any spells because they can't talk or do hand motions.
Yeah, but they're just so scary that it works.
That's like, I like that. I like that they're so scary that it works. Like a Vargoyle.
More things should be so scary that they
Yeah. Like Venom in Spider-Man 3. Which isn't much like a Vargoyle.
No.
What's scary
I mean,
about
it's parasitic,
Spider-Man?
No,
which
Venom.
Gargoyles sort
Because
of
he's like
have.
scary.
Venom?
You know, like Venom.
Venom.
Yeah. Venom.
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 But
It's because they both do start with V too, so it's like Vargoyle.
should I take the Eminem Venom song and replace Venom with Vargoyle?
Yeah, just record that and have it be
Alright.
playing at like 1% volume throughout this entire
No, I'm
video.
gonna sing it right now.
Alright?
Gonna look up the lyrics and I'm gonna do the entire song.
Some theorised that a Shator Demodand made the Vargoyles to plague others.
Makes sense.
What?
Because it is kind of a plague.
Yeah. Demodand. They're just like demons.
Here's mental, you ace.
Yeah. What is a Demodand?
It's so obvious.
Alright. I got song filled with shit for the strong-willed when the world gives you a raw deal. Set you off till you scream, piss off, screw you when it takes to you like you don't belong or tells you you're in the wrong field. When something's in your mitochondrial cause it latched onto you like
What's
not
this got to do with
let the
Vargoyles?
devil in. Benevolent as I've ever been, head is spinning. Oh, head spin like a Vargoyle. The medicine screaming, let us in, like a salad bowl, Edgar Allan Poe. Bedridden, should have been dead a long time ago. Liquid Tylenol, gelatins, think my skeleton's melting wicked. I got all high when I think I've smelled the scent of elephant manure. Hell, I met Kahlua.
What
Screw
the
it, to hell
fuck?
with it. I went through hell with accelerants and blew up myself again. Volkswagen tailspin bucket matches my pale skin. mayo and went from Hellman's and being rail thin, fillet of fish, scribble,
Shut
chicken,
up.
raffle of pigs. No, it'll be worth it. Wait a minute. How can I be down me in
Shut
Bazaar in
up.
Florida? Proof's room, slept on the floor at a motel, then Dr. Dre said hell yeah. And I got the stamp like a postcard word to Melman, and I knew they're gonna hate, but I don't care. I barely can't wait to hit him with the snare and bass square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced because you're gonna taste my Vargoyle. I got that adrenaline momentum. Wow, he doesn't say it that much. It's evident I'm not done. Vargoyle, the thought spun. Alright, that joke was really bad. But anyways, we're Vargoyle.
Yeah.
So what do you shut up. Vargoyle. But
Yeah. Vargo. Yeah.
I think if I ran into a Vargoyle, I'd say, guys, and they'd go, what? Vargoyle.
Yeah.
So what do you want to? What do you think about Vargoyles?
Okay.
Why did you talk about gargoyles?
What's
Think
the
you're
timer
shit.
at? Y'all want to just go to 2 hours? Because I don't want to do this much longer.
Yeah, can we
No,
stop now?
we need
don't
to.
go
We
for-
need to at least stop at 2 hours because that would be miserable.
How close are we to
We
2
got
hours?
like 20 minutes left.
Oh, fuck me.
Do for 20 more minutes.
Well, what is there still to talk about Vargoyles? Because I know we haven't talked about all of it.
I would kiss a gargoyle.
Would you kiss a Vargoyle if someone dared you? Like, oh, I'll give you $100 if you kiss a Vargoyle.
You'd be
Yeah,
fucking dead.
that's
You
like
wouldn't
equal
be
to the
alive
"I'll give
like
you $100 if you kill yourself" joke.
I mean, I found Vargos in a video game for $100. I think, I'd want a bit more to actually kiss one.
That's unbelievable. That
Do you
did
think
that
it's
the other day.
possible
I
to
can't believe
perform
it.
a sexual act with a Vargoyle without turning into one?
Yes, they're like a floating
Well,
head.
as long as it doesn't kiss
But
you.
like, what
So
fluid?
you can kiss it, but it
but like,
can't
what
kiss
fluids?
I'm sure that's not how
Like,
that
is it
works.
just spit? Does the spit just have to enter you in some way?
you. No, it's
It's not even the spit.
it's a
It's
ki- or
literally
a-
just if it kisses you. Does it have to be on the mouth?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Is that
Looking
like
at American
DM's
Idol
discretion?
right
They-
now.
Like
might
kind of
be.
thing? What?
I think you could like fuck its throat hole.
Oh, we had to take things to the lowest fucking
Well,
point.
well,
Well, you could just grab it by the fucking head and just start going like in a town on it. Just like,
Fucking Vargo.
that's what we're talking about.
What do you think the sounds of Vargos would make when you fucking
I think it would go.
yeah. You do the sounds and I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah,
the
yeah. All right,
raping.
go.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking break. Yeah, I'm breaking the fuck. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
alright, we're
You gotta do
stopping
it. You gotta
this.
do the sounds.
I'll
No,
do
I'm-
the sounds if you want.
Oh,
Right.
fuck off.
Well, then what's Vic? Is Vic like the guy?
Yeah,
like,
he's like your
watching?
party member.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can be
Well,
more.
okay, we'll start with like I appear. Like you haven't like tried to. You haven't started raping me yet. We're doing like a random encounter kind of thing.
We're gonna get this video censored by YouTube.
No, they only check the
Soon.
first
Censor all the
minute.
parts where we
I think
say
they only
rape, fuck,
check
and
the
throat
first
hole.
2 minutes of that stuff. They don't actually watch the videos, right? So okay.
Yeah, come here, I'm gonna fucking rape you, oh, bitch. Come here, and then I grab you, and then I start I undo my pants, and I just, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm fucking the fucking gargoyle.
I don't know these people. I don't talk to them often. They just wanted me to.
Well, yeah, because
do
we
this with them.
knew you like your fame factor would make people want to talk about Vargoyles more. Like we need to get this discussion about
Yeah.
Vargoyle rape started, like because this is happening at a rapid rate and it's messed up. Like
Fuck
nobody
you.
talks about it, but it's like it's there, it's real.
What is a Vargoyle?
It's a head. It's some guy's head that got kissed by a Vargoyle.
Oh, They're a type of fiend. They're outlanders.
Yeah,
I
they're
guess.
fiend. They're
Outsiders.
fiendish. They're evil. And we have to kill them. We have to rape them and kill them.
Why?
Because I hate them. I hate them. I want them to die. I want them to
No.
suffer.
No.
There's nothing worse than a Vargoyle. No, there's only one thing worse than a Vargoyle, and that's a Vargoyle lover.
Oh my god.
You ain't no Vargoyle
I hate
lover, are you, son?
Gargoyles. I like
Ooh, he likes Vargoyles. Kill him! And then he died,
Daddy, please.
and then, wait, no, don't kill him. And then I pull out a Vargoyle, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. And then it
Nice.
kisses you.
Piss.
And then I piss on you.
Piss.
I wish a gargoyle would piss on me.
You think Vargoyle piss?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Well, okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Do they need to eat? Do they need to sleep? Do they drink anything?
No implication they do.
I mean, they eat for the fun of it, right?
Or
Yeah.
yeah, because it talks about how like it slurps up its dead body, right? But does it just pour back out of the neck hole?
Hashtag Vargoyle.
Yeah, can we get hashtag Vargoyle trending, bros?
Yeah.
Hashtag Vargoyle.
People always talking about, oh, I want crusty earwax content, and then when I give them 2 hours of it, they don't watch it.
So good.
Yeah, I don't blame them. This is some shit you put.
No, fuck off.
Tell me, Pierce, if you weren't part of this, would you watch this?
No.
For 10 minutes.
And then you, dang, he would.
No, less than that.
I mean, this is the sort of shit people watching, and they watch people ramble about fucking movies for 2 hours. Like, what the fuck? Get alive. Go outside.
Yeah, like, what are you doing watching this, you weirdo?
Who gives a shit?
Seriously.
And you've been watching. If someone really watched this to the end, I mean,
We're gonna name it something retarded like what you didn't know about Gargoyle.
Should we actually do that and have like a
I want to
clickbait
say
ass
like
thumbnail?
D&D's most underrated creature. And, like, in caps.
Yeah,
Oh my
D&D's most underrated creepy
Oh,
creature.
dude, nobody would actually watch
I mean,
this.
that would actually get views.
I was just gonna call it talking about Vargoyles for 2
Fuck you for
hours.
clicking on this shit. Holy fuck.
I don't quite what literally is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not what you do in show
Well,
business.
I don't
You
care
gotta
about show
lure
business.
people
Have you seen
in.
my channel?
Okay. Yeah, shit. You get some views.
You care about Vargoyles and fucking their creatures.
I'm sorry I brought that up. I just thought it'd be funny, okay?
I think Vargoyles are cute.
They are cute. I'd like it.
You'd have one as a pet?
No, because then I
Yeah,
might
no,
turn
no.
into one.
I'd be like, oh, kiss my pet, bro. It's really funny what happens when I have more pets.
Vargoyle and I shit myself and cum and fuck
I'd be like an
Did we
evil
talk about-
mage
does
who
its-
like lures people into kissing
Does
my
its face,
Vargoyle.
My throat hurts. Does its face, like, contort in any way, or does
Its
it
face
stay
doesn't,
what it
no.
looks like when you, like, what you were?
Maybe. I mean, it rots and like turns gray, right?
Yeah, I think so. Also, looking at the image again, I think the hair is long and flowing like it was in the thing.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it, I thought it was like a weird, like, cotton texture. But I don't think it is. I think it's like...
Yeah. Like wiry.
Mhm. Jeez, my
I mean,
I don't care about
my
Vargoyles.
mouth. Oh,
What
cottonmouth. That's what it is. Talking about Vargoyles.
I've got Vargoyle
Vargoyle.
now.
That's when you turn into a Vargoyle. Boop.
I think I'm turning into one.
Makes sense. Maybe there's like some law. If you talk about a Vargoyle for 2 hours, you turn into one.
Well, no, because I didn't think about it until just now, but there was like some weird like floating head that came down and kissed me and like went away, and it was like too dark to really see.
So a Vargoyle
Oh.
kissed you, but you didn't care.
Well, I didn't know it was a Vargoyle. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
All right, and I didn't know about Vargoyles until so.
Vargoyle art
Vargoyle cure. I need one.
Vargo cure. How do we cure the Vargo disease? Please help us.
Leave in the
Ooh,
comments below how
Vargo
the
tactics.
Real Vargoyles.
your faggot.
So imagine that you're talking to someone, and as you're talking to him, his face sprouts horns, his mouth sprouts fangs, his ears transform into bat wings, and they start flapping, and his head tears right off his body. Turns around and starts drinking the blood that's founting from his former neck place. You just witnessed the birth of a Vargoyle, the silly and horrible little fiend that's the extra planet personification of cooties. Good idea.
Do we have anything like that in real life?
AIDS?
Herpes?
I don't know.
That's like not as funny though. Like, or like
No.
horrifying, I guess. But well, AIDS I guess is horrifying. Like if you have AIDS, you're
Tapeworms, I
scary.
guess?
Like stay away from me. You might like I don't want to catch that. But
Not that bad to have AIDS. Just
I
take
think
them.
anyone's roleplayed their character being transformed into a Vargo because they failed to save, I guess.
That would be new. That would be fresh, exciting.
Yeah.
Vargoyle transformations. What if you like? Would you if you just killed yourself before the Vargoyle transformation? Would that stop it? Or like, would it depend on how you kill yourself? Like, if you hang yourself, will
think
you
it's-
still turn into a Vargoyle?
I think you're.
You gotta destroy your head properly, yeah.
Yeah, you could crush your head. But then you die. So.
Yeah. Well, what if
Rather die than
if
be a
you
Vargo.
okay? Let's say your party is in a
That's
position that
bullshit.
they'd be able to revive you if you died, but if your head is a Vargoyle, can they still revive you?
Oh, you can literally just
I-
use remove disease to cure.
It's
Well,
that basic. Wait,
That's really
so if you're
much less
already a
Well, in a
Vargoyle,
low level setting, like how you would be in when you're fighting a Vargoyle, that's kind of hard to come by.
wait, so if you are already a Vargoyle, like you're dead in a Vargoyle, and can you still be removed diseased, or is it only before?
No, you have to.
Once you're done, you're done. I think.
But I want to know,
Yeah.
when you are a Vargoyle,
Bitch.
can the body be revived, or do you have to kill the Vargoyle you first?
I would say, as I would rule as the DM, the Vargoyle, he's headless, right?
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would let that happen.
What, let them...
Like, you would need to have his head and reattach it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what about... Isn't there a spell like Regenerate that lets you, like, put limbs back on?
You can put limbs. Yeah. You would have to use regenerate to reattach
okay.
his head, but you couldn't grow a
Yeah.
new one.
What if you were a Lich and you got bit by a Vargoyle?
It wouldn't do shit, would it?
Yeah, you're immune to
okay.
disease.
I don't know.
yeah.
Is there a form of immortality like that? Like a Lich that is not immune to disease?
Why? Why? Who cares?
Because I'm wondering what the effects of, like, if a god got bit by a Vargoyle and failed the roll, if they weren't, like, disease
Nothing.
immune.
You won't fail it. They'll be immune.
And if they weren't immune, they're like a deity. They would know. They would probably know how to cast
Oh,
remove
yeah, true.
disease.
I just think it would be really funny if, like, what's the magic god name? Mistra? Is it Miss?
Yeah, if we start
Yeah,
turning
that
into
would
a
just be
gargoyle.
really funny, and everyone laugh about it.
Yeah, because she fucking
Yeah.
deserves it.
Well, which
bitch.
one? Because then they're like two or three.
Yeah, no, the one that came after was
Oh,
alright.
okay. I don't know anything about that besides that it was a thing.
No, I don't know. I don't know either. I'm just being sexist because
Oh,
it's
me
funny.
too.
That's kiss a Vargo.
I dare you to kiss that Vargoyle.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna
We're making
do
out with it.
that on ZS.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
We do like a really
Vargo
tragic
and a
event
guy
where
who
Earwig
dares
gets
to
kissed
kiss
by a
him.
Vargo and everyone's like, no, and they can't do anything to save him and he transforms.
They
I
die.
one
Yeah.
billion
Their
percent
character is
recommend
fucking
putting Vargoyles in the next Z's dungeon.
And I was scripted until they kiss you and your head explodes.
Yeah. And then it summons a Vargoyle when you die. Dude, that'd be so terrifying. Would you code it so that
Pretty
you'd have to pass a save, or would you just have them kill you?
Well, just have to save, obviously. I want it to be authentic.
Yeah, but like how? That sounds like it would be really hard.
Yeah, it'd be instant death. Well, it wouldn't be instant death. I guess you'd have like
Or
a
what if
day,
you?
and then
Well,
you'd
that
like.
wouldn't be as interesting. But I was gonna say, what if you had it so that Vargoyles just give you the zombie disease a lot faster?
No, you gotta transform you. I'd do the whole
Okay.
thing.
I do love Vargoyles, so
Yeah. I think that's stray. Cut that out, really. Don't.
I'm not
Let me
cutting
hear that
anything.
part.
I'm gonna keep everything,
Oh,
including the part where we just did Vargoyle rape
I was just
roleplay for
joking.
like
I love
5 minutes.
that.
That was like
Oh,
disgusting.
20, or the Vargo rapes you.
I hope that comes back later on.
We're gonna want to watch.
All right,
that
let's do a
back
game. Okay,
and-
so DC 11. We'll go do roll D20 in the
Okay.
chat. Yeah. Don't do
Okay.
roll 20. Just do exclamation mark roll. Yeah. And whoever rolls under 11 or 11 under 11 gets Vargoiled.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I think a Vargoyle save would have to be like 5 or something, or else I think it'd be way too much.
Yeah, your character would just die, or maybe you would roll to
Or, yeah.
see if the Vargoyle
It could,
disease
yeah, it could be
progresses.
like that.
You like if you fail one save, your skin turns pale, and if
Yeah.
you fail another, your hair falls out. And you fail another, you get wings instead of ears and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
and it could be like the zombie disease, but instead of using like 3 or 4 or 5 marks instead or whatever.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see your implementation.
Of Vargoyles,
Code Vargoyle.
I'm not doing that anytime soon. If
but I would
Go on.
highly recommend it go like to the top of the what you have planned.
top
Yeah.
priority, yeah. Okay, next update.
The Vargoyle
Vargoyle
update.
update.
Just put a Vargoyle like in the safe house that you can just talk to and it'll bite you.
I do one that comes in and attacks you at night and kisses people.
Vargoyles only come out when it's the witching hour.
Yeah, I could actually. I thought of a way I could code it. You know, I've actually fucking planned it.
Yeah, because he loves Vargoyles.
Yeah.
You just can't get enough Vargoyle content.
Cool as fuck.
I do think Vargoyles are like something that needs to be like talked about. I already said that though.
Yeah,
I
I do think Vargoyles are something
I
that
don't
like
give a fuck
needs
about.
to be like.
I think we're treading old ground now with these Vargoyles, sadly. Could you shut up? Could you imagine if I forced this to go for another hour instead of just giving up at 2? How horrible that would be! Like we're
Yeah,
already
I'm glad
like
you're merciful.
we've completely
It's
lost
already
steam.
fallen apart.
I mean, the most
Nothing
interesting
left.
part was me speedrunning
Yeah.
to find one.
And the fact that you actually
Yeah,
found
like
one
half
was
of it wasn't
hilarious.
even pertaining to dog.
Yeah, we ran out of things to talk
I mean,
about.
we
them,
tried to
so
keep it focused.
If a Vargoyle was in a movie, what movie do you think it'd be?
A horror movie.
Yeah, it would have to be a
That'd be
horror
so
movie.
cool. I would want Sam Raimi to direct.
Horror romance.
I'm
A
in love with the
romance.
Vargoyle.
Yeah, yeah, because they
And then it's like the movie is like, but he's just so beautiful. And then it ends with like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And then she like kisses the Vargoyle, and then she turns into a Vargoyle, and it's a happy ending.
yeah, they
Oh.
fly into the sunset.
Oh,
Oh.
But
That's
see, that's when
disgusting,
they're treading
man.
old ground again with like the picture above. with
That's them. That's
women
those
kissing.
two.
That's literally
so
them.
cool. Is the one in? Oh, I didn't even realize. I thought the one at the top just had a really big nose. I just realized it has its tongue sticking out too.
A really big nose.
Why would you
I don't know.
think that?
Do they always just have their tongues out?
Yeah,
I think so.
they like dig down into throat holes.
Oh,
and,
like
drink
that
up
Carnage
blood.
trailer where he does that, like a Vargoyle would.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a bit like a
It kind of looks like one in that, like if you
Nick, what is
squint.
that? The one
Hmm?
that comic you posted, that art's, what is that? A
Which
Vargoyle.
one?
Where the guy was screaming at the giant Vargoyle.
The guy's screaming at the giant
Yeah.
Vargoyle. Oh, that, yeah. There's some comic apparently with Vargoyle.
I know there was like a DC comic thing.
It's like a tiny halfling clinging onto the back of that guy.
Maybe we should read that for an hour.
We're not doing anything more. We're renting this in like 1 minute.
6
I
minutes.
hope. Oh my
That's the last 6
god!
minutes.
Well, we-
What a
There's
waste
a
of my
whole-
What are you
life.
talking about? Is it gonna be immortalized on YouTube for like 3 years until the internet gets destroyed?
There's a whole new hour of content.
2 hours of content for everyone.
No, shut the fuck up.
Well, what do you, should we give our closing thoughts on Vargoyles?
Fine.
So who wants to
Right.
go first?
I don't give a fuck about
So
them.
you've decided that they're no longer that interesting to you.
You were all over them like an
Yeah.
hour ago.
Yeah, well, we've killed it. We've talked about it for literally 2 fucking hours. I don't care.
So you think Vargoyles only have 2 hours worth of content?
I mean, no, they could have plenty, I'm sure, but not consecutive. You know, you gotta.
So
have
if there was a
short bursts.
Vargoyle
So
movie,
what-
it couldn't be 2 hours long.
Overall, like 2 hours. Like that's. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
I feel like the
Well, what
surface
the fuck
doesn't
else
exist
can we do with
anymore.
these things?
It's like it's fleshy insides, and we like smashed them and rubbed them on our faces.
At the bottom of the fucking
Yeah.
barrel here.
We already did rave roleplay. Like I don't know what else we could do with them.
Yeah, we did.
So what
How
do
would you
think?
introduce Vargoyles in a campaign if you're a GM?
Oh,
That'd be neat.
well, you could have like I would do like a haunted house. Like you like inherit this house, right?
Yeah.
From like an estranged relative or something, or maybe like
Uh-huh.
some nobleman had like a fetish for adventurers, and he just wanted these random adventurers to inherit
Yeah.
his house.
Yeah.
And I would have his head, and like I would have his head roam the halls like at night,
Yeah.
and he would like try to.
Oh,
and he
dude,
would,
can we do
he
like
would
a
infect the
campaign where it's like
butler,
a
and he would-
haunted house and
That'd
like
be sick.
nothing really happens, but then at night they get spooky. Oh,
Like that movie.
Yeah, like a
Or no,
Varg.
that movie. The house was always scary. Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Was Eddie
Monster
Murphy?
House?
Was it Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy's in like
I
every
can't remember if
movie.
it was Eddie Murphy or the other one.
What would Eddie Murphy look like as a Vargoyle?
His
It
head
looked like Eddie Murphy, but with
and
wings.
white hair for some reason.
That would be
I,
freaky.
when I was
huh?
looking through them earlier, I saw that some of them had tentacles. Or
Huh. So you think Eddie
like
Murphy
how
with
in the
like
comic
tentacles?
this shows it. Like some of them have like tentacles
Yeah, yeah.
for some reason. Really weird that, huh?
You think Vargoyles can still hear like out of their ears?
Maybe they have like echolocation.
Yeah, could be. Well, they don't. But
Maybe they hear with
I
their
mean,
nose.
do you think those wings like double as?
Maybe they do. Maybe
Like
it's
off-
like their ear organs like came out of them, and that's what the wings are.
See, this feels like the sort of thing we should have been talking about like an hour ago.
Well, instead of raping the
Yeah, this feels like beginning of the conversation sort of topics.
But instead, it's
I
the
think
last.
we've covered all that at some point. We're just retreading on
Yeah,
ground
that's
now.
all we're doing, really. I feel.
Yeah. So closing thoughts,
Yeah.
I guess.
I love Vargoyles. I'm glad I know about them now, and I can't wait to use them
Yeah.
in my campaigns in the future.
I'm in agreement.
Escape's an easy game.
It. Yeah, I guess it is.
I mean, it's easy in
It is
some
actually. I'm
ways,
gonna agree with that. It's pretty easy.
but can you get to level 20? Is the real question.
I think you get. I don't know. You get a lot of fucking experience in this game.
But you were like, he's not even going to get to the next level, and he didn't. He was still at level 1.
Yeah,
that's
because he didn't
speed
talk
up
to anyone. He
Vargoyles.
just like killed.
What do you
just
think?
killed
Is the
everyone.
final boss the Lady of Pain or whatever her name is? Probably.
It's a Lady of Bane, but she gets kissed by Vargoyle.
Dude,
Oh
that
man!
would be cool.
If the Lady of Pain ever got kissed by a Vargoyle, she would literally not care and just kill him.
Dang. Doesn't that kind of
She's like,
sucks
"Ooh, I
that
quite
some
like that," and
people
she
just
keeps
don't get hurt by them, like we would.
Yeah. We should make like a campaign where like everything can be infected by Vargoyles.
Yeah,
and-
like a Vargoyle
Like some
apocalypse.
god
Yeah,
like
like
found
some-
a way to make the Vargoyle curse stronger.
yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. Change for April Fools. Can you change zombie apocalypse to Vargoyle
And just
apocalypse?
replace all the zombies with Vargoyles.
Are we done?
40 seconds left.
Oh my god.
Well, do you want to? Do y'all all
Makes
just
me
want to spend the last? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to just do that for like the last 30 seconds, which I think I'll do.
Shut the fuck up. I've already got a migraine. It's making it worse.
20 seconds left.
You basically made an abyss.
Made in Abyss. What about
It's
it?
pretty-
There's no Vargoyles
Yeah.
in Made in Abyss.
No.
Isn't that weird?
All right, let's talk about Maiden Abyss for 3 hours.
I mean, we basically done that in this chat.
I mean, it'd be easier to talk about that
Yeah.
than Vargo.
There's
Yeah.
way more content.
How did we talk about Vargos for like longer than
All
10
right.